What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the HERKS and Smallz Show, coming to you guys after week 11 of the NFL season. An amazing week of football this weekend, an amazing week of fantasy football this weekend. We had some upsets, some teams that didn't look so hot, some players returning, some players looking good, some players disappointing. We got a lot to talk about this week in the week 11 review, but before we get into any of that, as always, be sure to go down, like, comment, and sub if you haven't already. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Check out the TikTok, the Twitter, the Instagram, all links in the description. And now, Brady, my amazing friend, in that amazing jersey of a guy who played his ass off this weekend. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. On Sunday, I got to watch my two favorite quarterbacks both put belt to ass.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Brock Purdy did put belt to ass.
Good thing I wasn't talking about his bum ass. One wears 8, one wears 9. I just need to find a guy that wears 7 because I already holy shit, CJ wears 7, Lamar wears 8, Bryce
Did
wears
Lamar
9,
put
and
belt
Mac
to
wears 10.
ass?
Yeah, he won.
Oh, okay, so just winning equals belt to ass. Okay. I was just wanted to make sure. Okay. I guess.
But when you get sacked 17 times, pulling off a win isn't very often, so
That's fair. I mean, on the other side of the ball is a fifth grade Pee Wee team. So I mean, you probably win there pretty often.
I was contemplating taking a flight to Cleveland to hit like smash his knees in with a baseball bat. So
Best
the
player
fact
in the
they came
league.
out with
Enough, bro. And we're not doing this. We're not doing this. He's far and away the best player in the league. It's not even up for discussion. Like it's literally not even up for discussion. If I have the first overall
nobody
pick
said anything about Chris Boswell.
What you doing, bro? You pissing me off already.
Doing good, doing fine, and doing good. Last week, no need to mention any names, but this guy that I'm pretty good friends with, he told me he had pizza 7 times last week. All 7 days of the week, he went and got a pizza.
Hey.
And then this week, this guy has started 2 for 2 on not getting pizza.
Okay.
I heard that he worked out yesterday. I heard he's gotten a bunch of steps in, so he's back on track. He told me that he's locked in. So shouts out to that guy. Now, if he ever goes 7 for 7 on pizza again, you might,
yeah, because
might need to go to rehab.
7 for 7 on pizza is pretty wild. That's like Guinness World Record levels. So I heard it's just like through the grapevine, the wind. I just heard it through the wind that like he walked into the pizza shop and they just knew what his order was. Like he didn't have to say his name. They just knew.
Bro, that shit is so like frustrating's not the word, but it's demoralizing because I walked in and the place was a ghost town. There was nobody in there. So I was like, oh. So I walked over to the fridge, I grabbed my root beer. She walks around the corner to like see who's there, looks at me, goes, grabs my stuff and just hands it to me. I didn't say one word. She didn't say one word. I grabbed the box and I said, "Thank you. Have a good one." And I leave.
My god!
Literally in there for 3 seconds.
That's hilarious, man. But it's all good. Like you said, you're 2 for 2 on not getting pizza. So hopefully that's a step in the right direction. I'm rooting for you.
But you were streaming, and I said, "Should I get cinnamon sticks too?" And you were like, "Hell yeah, double down on being fat." So I did that.
Yeah, I definitely said that.
I did that because you suggested me to. Them cinnamon sticks were some of the worst motherfucking cinnamon sticks I've ever had.
See, that's
and
the
I don't
worst.
know how you mess up cinnamon sticks.
When you have food, it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat something I know I shouldn't be having, and then it's not even good. It doesn't hit. It's like, bro, I just fucking wasted that cheat meal on some shit that it wasn't even good. Didn't even hit the spot. Well, not cheat meal for you. It was just another meal. But nah, I feel you. I feel your pain. I know exactly.
My body has been going through it these last 2 days though, because going back to like protein shakes and protein bars and stuff that is actually good for me, it's been going straight through me.
Dang. Yeah, I was thinking about fasting again for the next couple of days because I know Thanksgiving is coming up, and I know I'm gonna be fucking eating like an absolute pig because calories just don't count, during Thanksgiving. So I was thinking about just.
I'm pretty sure they still count.
No, they don't count. They don't count for birthday. They don't count for Thanksgiving. I think they don't count on
You
Christmas.
talked to the board about this?
Yeah, the board of calories said they don't count.
Because I heard that birthdays for sure don't count, and Christmas is like depending on what you have. But I thought that Thanksgiving was
No,
like
no, 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 no. They
full in.
just got rid of Thanksgiving this year. They just got rid of it this year. You might be looking at last
I
year's
must not have got
handbook.
I must not have got the notice because I moved. It probably went to my mom's house and she didn't tell me.
So just go over there, grab it, and I'm sure you'll see it. But yeah, I'm thinking about
Because you know
fasting.
we're both on the committee.
Of course, of course, of course, of course. And I was one of the people that ruled in favor for the calories not to count and all.
I voted no for sure because well, I voted yes to count because I fucking hate Thanksgiving
Yeah, because I know you're not you're not just eating a bunch of different foods. Yes.
and I'm not thankful. So
All right, all right.
Just kidding.
It's the fucking Grinch of Thanksgiving. Like, okay. But what was I? Yeah, I was thinking about fasting again, and I know last time I fasted, it absolutely fucked my stomach when I went back to eating. Like, I was just on the toilet for the next couple of days, nonstop. So, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely know what you're going through in your stomach being fucked because that's how I was a little bit. Like last episode, my stomach was hurting and I was throwing up and whatnot. So, I'm feeling your pain, but
I don't throw up.
See, I went through like a 10-year stretch of like I felt like not throwing up, but then like I've thrown up quite a bit this year because of just like drinking. Like I think I've thrown up like 3 or 4 times this year from drinking. Like I think
Maybe you
I've
should
thrown up
stop doing
twice.
that.
I think I've thrown up twice from like just being like sick this year. Yeah, it's been a rough year for me. Like I said a couple episodes ago, I feel like my immune system has just gone into the fucking gutter the past couple. I used to be
You
a guy.
fucking old.
I used to be a guy that never got sick, like ever. I never missed a day of. No, I missed one day of school in my entire like being like from K through 12. I missed one day of school because I was sick. And any other time, I just was never sick or I just thugged it out. It was just a little sniffle or something. These days, it's catching up to me, man. It's definitely catching.
We filmed on Friday, right? We get off. You leave. I hit the Discord like, hey, let's hop on COD. So me, Ant, Kyron, Toast, and Devin. We had 5 of the 6 people in the lobby. First game on was literally my first game on. I hadn't played the game yet.
Yeah. I
I
hear people hate the game, by the way.
I don't know. I only played that one night and I rage quit because that was so bad.
Okay, okay.
But I was 5-17 and Dev was like 7-12. And I said, Dev, bro, we are old. And he goes, old as shit, man. I got a wife and 2 kids.
See, that is crazy. That is crazy. A wife and 2 kids. I'm nowhere near that yet. I'm not even.
I think he's married, right? Or maybe he just said a girl and 2 kids, whatever it is.
I know, but I'm not even thinking about kids. I'm damn near not even. I'm not thinking about no fucking wife or nothing. Like, I'm just so focused on just working, and I'm not thinking about a wife. I'm just so focused on just working and just grinding. I'm not. I'm 24 now. It's like when I was younger. It's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely. If somebody were to ask me, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a kid by fucking 30. I'm definitely gonna be married by 30. But like that's only 6 years away. It's like I'd have to find somebody, marry them, have a kid by 30. I just don't see that happening, bro. I mean, that's still plenty of time, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Life catches up to you quick, I guess, because here I am at 24.
Kevin Durant next to me.
Because here I am at 24. Like I said, kid's not on my mind, wife not on my mind, and shit. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Better late than never. So if I happen to be a 35-year-old father, it is what it is. Did you have an age when you wanted to like have kids, or do you even want to have kids?
I can't wait to have kids.
Okay.
And I hate kids, so it doesn't make any sense.
Really? You hate kids?
Despise them.
RJ's never going to fucking to Ohio then. Okay, good to know. Good to know. RJ just want to hang out with you and you just fucking cursing him out and shit. Okay. Good to know he's never stepping foot in Ohio.
I wouldn't curse them out or nothing, but like they definitely getting an evil side eye the entire time.
I can understand because they just be on some just dumb shit, just touching stuff and stuff like that. But it is what it is. That's how I used to be when I was younger. But I've grown to, especially with having nephews that like are with me all the time. I've grown to love kids. I enjoy being.
I'm definitely closer to giving a child a Batista bomb than I am to being a good like.
I definitely be giving RJ's fucking attitude adjustments, Batista bombs, fucking super kicks. He be no selling. Yeah, he be no selling me, but I definitely do it to him. I definitely do it to him.
No selling me.
Because I would tease about him through the fucking bed, through a box, and he just jumping right back up, running at me again.
He's Samoan. How you been, man?
I've been, I've been alright. I've been alright. I really don't have an answer to that question. I guess I feel like I've just been just kind of going through the motions, just working every day and just
That's very relatable.
just going through the motions. Really, I feel like I've been living the same day for like the past like 3 or 4 weeks now. Like I've just been waking up, working, getting off at like 7, coming home, gym, then shower, and then get in bed and go to sleep. Like I feel like I've been doing nothing really to change that pattern for the past like few weeks. So I mean, it
Has
is
your
what it
your
is.
job changed much though?
Yes, but not much. It really will change a lot. Like I am working the bigger stores and whatnot, but like I think I was telling you off cam like last time we recorded that December. I think it was like the like my boss had called me a couple of days ago, and he was like, December, the first week of December, like the team I used to be a part of, which was MSO, like merchandising, that just isn't gonna be a thing anymore, and they're kind of just merging the two together. It'll change a lot more. I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there, but it'll change.
Sorry, I'm listening.
It'll change a lot more in the first week of December. And he was calling me, and like he was telling me, so and it's something that like I'm glad I took this position now because he had called me and told me like, hey, so the second week of because the first week is when we like completely like merge, and he's like the second week of December, I'm gonna train you again, so you know you can work through this merging of the two teams. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And he was like, yeah, because we have a position opening for the SAM position, which is I think it's sales accounting manager. And he was like, hey, you just have to work 9 months under the sales team. And then if the position's is still open, you can apply for the position and you can take it. And he was like, it comes with 25,000 more dollars more to your salary, so you know it'd be a good upgrade for you. I was like, you know, I'd definitely be interested in that. And he was like, it'd be a lot less work. He was like, because all I would be doing would be calling the stores and making sure the numbers were correct and making sure they received their orders, making sure they placed their orders correctly and whatnot. So I wouldn't really be out there as much, going from store to store, putting the shit out on the shelves. I kind of just be counting the numbers and shit like that. And it comes with obviously a big raise. So he was telling me I just have to work 9 months under the sales team and I'd be able to apply for that. So I'm definitely looking forward to, sticking with the sales team. I'm glad I switched over and hopefully I can, move up to that position because I said when I started Coke, I just want to move up in the ranks as fast as I possibly can and just become as high as a position as I possibly can. And that's something I'm definitely that's one of my goals now that I'm trying to get to, the sales account manager.
And we splitting that 25K because I told you to take it, right? Hell yeah.
So I gotta split it with you.
Appreciate
I
you.
gotta split it with fucking my
No,
brother.
no,
I
no,
gotta
no,
split
no,
it
no,
with
no, no,
I
no,
gotta split it
no,
with
no,
like fucking
no.
7
No,
different
no,
people who
no.
told me. That is no, it's gonna be no raise at that fucking point because everybody
That's
told me
still
to fucking take
3,200
it.
for your boy.
But yeah, I've been so work has been whatever. And another, this is random, but another thing, my boss is just so, I think he's just such a great guy because like that, like he was telling me about the position opening and how he wants us to like groom us into moving up in the company. And he said he wants me to be able to take that position. He had called me like yesterday. I was just at, no, it was Sunday night. I don't work on Sunday. So he called me and I was like, what the fuck is he calling me for? Anytime I get a call when I don't work that day, it's like, oh shit, what did I do? Did a store call about me? Did I do something wrong? Am I about to get fired? Like, what's going on? Because I don't usually get calls on my off days. So he calls me and he's like, hey, do you have any vacation time left? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't have any vacation time left. And he's like, oh, I was just making sure because, the year's coming up to an end. So I wanted to make sure you used up all your vacation time in it because, it doesn't roll over. So I just wanted to make sure you put all your time in and, it doesn't go to waste. And that was such a small gesture. But for him that we hadn't talked in like 4 days before then, but he calls me on my off day, on his off day, just making sure I used all my vacation time just so it doesn't get, because, like I said, it doesn't roll over. And that was something so small, but it meant so much to me that he just cared to call me and ask me if I use my vacation time or not. So, Guillermo, man, absolutely love you. You use a real one. And yeah, but
You definitely watching this, so shouts out to you, Guillermo.
today, like, I hit 6 months
You're
with the,
recording, right?
yeah, you weren't. I hit 6 months with the company, so I got an additional 24 hours of vacation time added today. So I'm gonna use that soon, and maybe I'll go on a little, little couple day trip or something, go out of town and feed myself.
So 24 hours, is that mean that's like 2 days,
3
or does that
days.
just mean
3 days because I work more than 8-hour shifts. Obviously, I work 10 to 12 hour shifts. But they not gonna fucking say, you know what? Since Hurley's be working 10 to 12 hours, we gonna give them these 12 hours on this day. No, they gonna give me 8-hour fucking shifts for 3 days. They
I
not
didn't
gonna
know
be on that
why
shit.
why not just say fucking 3 days then?
Cause in the app it says 24. It goes by hours. It doesn't go by days.
That's
Cause I could use just 6 hours if I wanted to. I didn't have to use, I don't have to use a whole day's worth.
okay, I got you.
But yeah. Cause like if say I went into work and it's like, no, I'm leaving this shit. I could just use like say I only work 2 hours. I could just use 6 more hours for the rest of my day to get to 8.
This year, last year at work, it was just me and one other kid, right? And we busted our ass almost every. Like we had a lot of downtime where we was doing nothing,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time we was busting our ass working on planes. This year, there's 4 extra people, and one of the guys knows more than me and the kid put together. So like, I don't know how we got through last year. First off, but this year I go in and it's like, what the fuck am I doing all day? And those type of days kill
Are
me
the
because they
worst.
just feel like they
Drag.
drag, man.
Yeah. I hate
And
having
you
nothing
know
to do.
me, I'm not really good at waking up in the morning. I mean, I everybody else shows up at 8. I'm usually rolling at about 8:45 to 9:30 in
Mhm.
between there somewhere. And yesterday I opened the door at 8:08. And they must have heard my car pulling or something because I opened the door and they're all fucking clapping as I walk in. I was like, bro, fuck y'all.
That's just so fucking embarrassing. I'm not like that, but I was definitely like that in school. In school, I showed up to late, like literally every single day. There's what 180 days of school. I showed up fucking 179
104
days.
days
I was
summer
fucking late.
vacation.
It was bad. In school, I was never ever on time. There was definitely a couple of times where they was fucking clapping for me in school.
But I walk in, right? Boss man's not there. And I change my clothes every morning. And I'm kind of slow dragging because boss man is not there. And at 8:30, not a single person has done a fucking thing. They all just standing around talking to each other. So I looked up, I said, why do y'all give me shit for being a little bit late and y'all
Yeah,
ain't done nothing?
nothing.
Not a damn thing. You wasted my sleep for me to sit here and stare at you.
Wasting
So this
my
morning I
sleep.
wake up. This morning I wake up and we had a group chat of like everybody that be there. I wake up and I roll over and I look at my phone and the one kid lives an hour and 45 minutes away. The
Damn.
kid that I was just meeting him last year, he lives an hour and 45. And he texted and said, "Hey, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm gonna be a little bit late." I'm seeing this text fucking 30 minutes later. So I just kind of giggled to myself. I take my clothes off, get ready to get in the shower. I say, "Hey, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm gonna be a little bit late." I pull in that. I pull in the door, or no. I would have been there at 9 o'clock, and they text me like they're like, "Hey, go to the store. The cat needs milk." So I don't actually walk into the shop until 9:30.
Wow. You over there lying, jumping in the shower, talking about I'm stuck in traffic. I've definitely pulled one of those. So
No,
let me not even give you shit. I've definitely pulled one of those.
none of them believe me though. The one dude text in the group, "You fucking lying," and the other dude texted me solely like, "You just woke up." So
At least he
they know
texts
me
you
well
private.
enough.
Yeah, at least he texts you private. It's all about send me a picture of the traffic right now, and you just in the fucking shower.
I've definitely sent picture of a traffic though, because the one day I was following a car and they had a purple heart sticker on the back of their car, and the road was a 55 and they were going 27. And I
Wow.
took a picture of it and I said, "Is it wrong to pass this car?" And nobody responded to me. So I followed that motherfucker for like 15 minutes
You're a
because I
better
didn't
man
want
than
to
me.
like I
Better man
passed
than me.
everybody.
Hmm.
But I didn't know if that was fucked up cuz this guy like did something. Unless he got that sticker from Goodwill, but like
You're a better man than me. I would have went right around him, onto the fucking shoulder, onto the curb. Would have went right around him. Started
there's
honking the
from
horn.
my so if my mom lives here and I work over here, I moved here now. So between my house and my mom's house, there's like a four-way stop sign, and instead of turning left, you can go straight and like beat the traffic coming this way. and there was a semi in front of me, and he was going slow as hell. So I zoomed forward to try to beat him today. And there's 3 cars that turn on that road in front of me. They all get through. I stop. The semi guy looks at me. It just keeps going. So I had to follow him again. I was like, no way, I'm following him. So I went flying around him. And then the car behind me went flying around me. So it was like, cool.
Everybody was just pissed that morning trying to get to work. I feel you.
Football?
Let's do it.
Let's just talk about the Carolina Panthers and then call it an episode. You cool with that?
No, we got to talk about the Patriots at least. I know we talked about them because they were on Thursday, but we got to talk about them again because we have the obligation.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. We agreed that we'd give the Patriots 30 minutes every episode.
We agreed?
Yeah, we agreed. Or that might have been D-Mill's plug again. That might have been D-Mill's plug that texted me saying he wanted 30
No,
minutes.
I think you forged my signature because I didn't agree to that shit.
Let's get into football, man. Let's get into football.
So we're not talking about fantasy football this week. There's
we are. Get into fantasy football.
So in my 8-man league, I lost.
Hey, fuck that 8-man league. Stop bringing that shit up.
I know you guys expected me to pull it off, but unfortunately, I fell just a little bit short this week. Numbers on the board league. I got the doors blown off of me. I fell to 5-6. Mike Mason beat me this week. I fell out of the playoffs. I started 5-2. I'm now 5-6. It's not looking any better.
Sorry, I just opened oh, you answered already. Sorry to cut you off, but I saw Devin say, "Can you ask your coworker if he meant it when he called me the devil?"
Dev's World 325 is the reincarnation of what's the other name for the devil? What's the other name of the devil? Satan. No.
Lucifer.
No. Lucifer is what I'm thinking of. You're cooking. Lucifer World.
I don't want to be cooking with the devil.
You seen the dude do the injury demon TikToks with Joe Burrow?
Nah.
Where he anybody that gets hurt goes to the injury hell. No.
Never seen it once. Never seen it once.
Whatever, man.
Back to fantasy football. Sorry, that was my fault.
Yeah, I lost 5. I'm now 5-6 in NOTB. Probably not gonna.
Is that out the playoffs or no?
Yeah. I'm below Kyron.
Dang! That's bad.
I just froze a little bit.
That's bad.
But yeah, that's bad. But I don't got nothing going for me over there. Jackson Dart was hurt this week, so I started JJ McCarthy. Because CJ Stroud was also hurt, so I couldn't start him. Garrett Wilson, you know where he's at.
Fuck dude. Not fuck dude, but it's like, damn, dude.
Not fuck dude, but fuck the rest of the players except Will McDonald that play for the New York Jets.
Mm-hmm.
And then in our league, I lost to Devin, so I fall 9-2. But does it really matter when no one else in the league is even close to you?
That's just not the case. I'm 1 game back of you. 1 game. So if I win next week and you lose next week, I move into first place because I already got you beat in points.
Me lose?
You just lost to I lost the plug. let me stop. I lost the plug. Let me stop. But I played Slip this week, so I guess it was a bye week. Some people are gonna say it was a bye week. I think Slip is a worthy competitor. He almost had me. We just fought in the end, and we came out on top.
Worthy of what?
Shout out to CMC for the big week, Stephon Diggs, and that's really about it. Everybody else just kind of just play their part. But in my other league, my brother's league with Dark, I ended up winning. I had Garrett Wilson. I could have sworn on my life I took Garrett Wilson out of my lineup, but I checked after Thursday Night Football. I was like, oh, let me see if this guy had anybody from Thursday night, anybody on the Patriots or the Jets. I'm like, why the fuck does my shit say 0 and not just have the dashes next to it? I go and scroll down and fucking Garrett Wilson is sitting right there in my receiver spot. But thank the Lord he had Justin Herbert, who had 4 points. He had Ashton Genty, who didn't do much of anything. He had Lad McConkey, who had 4 points.
Oh,
He had Woody Marks, so you know I was solid. It was a low scoring fucking 2002 type basketball game. It was 90-82. So you know, so it was a super low scoring game, defensive battle, you know. But we pulled out the win, moved to second place in this league. I'm sitting at 7-4 now, feeling good. I play my brother this upcoming week. My brother is 5-6. He's trying to get into the playoffs because this league is only the top 6 make it. He's sitting at the 7th seed. If I beat him here, his playoff odds take a huge hit. So, you know, I texted him the Shawn Michaels gift earlier today. Like, I'm sorry, I love you, but I gotta do what I gotta do, man. Gotta do what I gotta do.
D Mills is the second best team in the NOTB league. He's 8-3.
Whoa! Wow. Okay.
He won 83-80 this week.
Hey man, sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes that's what it takes. It's a defensive battle. Both of you guys are playing great defense, and that's what it takes. You got to be able to win the low-scoring games.
You know why he won?
Why is that?
His opponent started Nick Chubb, and you know what his excuse was? I forgot to check it.
Who was it?
Go ahead and guess on who he played.
Who would say that? Kyron is above you. So, was it Kyron? Was it Reese? Was it Mike?
The commissioner of the league. Mike been here 325.
Stop adding the fucking 325.
Forgot to check for an entire week.
The commissioner of the league. And
he had collected my money.
He had somebody on the bench go like crazy.
Chase Brown had 20.
So he would have won if he would have just.
Yeah, because why are we starting Nick Chubb in the big 2025?
The Who decided on? You know what? Forget it. We're 12 weeks in. That shit don't matter. Who decided on Mike?
Who decided on you being commissioner? You weak.
Am I the commissioner, or did I just collect the money?
Oh, that's fair. I'm commissioner. We got a good commissioner.
But 3-0 in fantasy this week for me. I also went in my 8-man league that I don't really care about. But 3-0 in fantasy, those are
8-man league. I lost in the 8-man league just for y'all that expected me to win. I came up a little bit short. I know a lot of people. Sorry.
Yeah, don't finish that because a lot of people didn't expect you to win. We weren't expecting shit. we knew you was gonna be in their ass.
I'm not 1-10.
You could have kept it to yourself, man. Hey, next week, just don't even bring it up.
Anybody
we're just gonna assume you lost next week. You don't even got to bring it up anymore.
I put up 102 points.
Season high.
Holy shit, the dude that's he's fourth. He was much higher. One guy put up 78.
Damn, that's probably who you beat, huh? The only guy you could have beat.
No. I would have beat him this week.
Okay. Well, you know, that's season high in points, so you're on the uptick. Maybe you can still, you know, build towards next season.
I have 1,233 points.
That's terrible. In an 8-man league, by the way, 1,000 points you're averaging under 100 points through this far into the season in an 8-man league where you should damn near be averaging like 120. Continue.
7th place is 5-6. So 5th, 6th, and 7 are 5-6.
And you're 1-10.
4th and 3rd are both 6-5, and I'm 1-10.
Wait, so you said 7th? What 7th is 5-6? Wasn't this guy a few weeks ago kind of near you, like 1 or 2 games? So he just started. Oh, you bad. Oh, because I remember you saying like 4 weeks ago it was between you two, and now he's trying to make the playoffs, and you just.
That guy has 200 more points than me now.
Yeah, you're bad. In an 8-man. Let's get into. Oh, yep.
Travis Etienne. Woody Marks. Nalo. Alec Iomaner. Gave me 3. Woody Marks gave me 6, by the way. D.L. Johnson's my starting tight end.
And with
But
no
only
with
because
no
Tyler Warren
Jackson
had a
Dart.
bye. Come on now. Come
Okay,
on.
okay.
I got a tight end.
Yeah, hell yeah. That team's so nice.
Jerry Judy gave me 5 in my starting lineup. Kareem Hunt gave me 13, and Jacoby Myers gave me 11.
That's an
So not only
8-man league, by the way.
not
Boy.
only is it an 8-man league, but we also play 3 flexes instead of 1 flex.
Like, if you
And
read that to somebody, they think it's a fucking 20, 30, fucking 32-man league. Like, oh, he took Lamar Jackson in the first round, then it wrapped around 64 picks later, and he took Tyler Warren or something. Like, that is fucking. Let's get into the people segment, man. Week 11 edition of Maybe I Am Crazy. There's some.
You're after quarterback corner. We
Oh.
literally ran through the hereditary.
Yeah, my apologies. My apologies. That's on me. The people segment is gonna take a hit. The committee's gonna be called me after that. It's gonna take a hit in the power rankings because
As it should. You trying to jump in front of me. We playing Uno and you just cut.
No, you're right. You're right. Go ahead.
The quarterback corner for week 11 of the NFL season is my list. Is who I think was top 5.
Oh no! Fuck that! Fuck that! Fuck that! Fuck that! Fuck that! Cause last episode, when it's my list, is you fucking walked off of the set on me. I had Morgan texting me saying, hey, that was the worst Hurley's high five of the season. I had to text him a whole paragraph, a whole formal paragraph. I was like, hey, the Hurley's High Five Committee would like to sincerely apologize about the performance we put up today. We will be. I had to send him that entire fucking shit because everybody just hated my list for some reason. When it's my list, it is titled Hurley's High Five. And now you come on here talking about prefacing your shit. It's my top. Like, shut that shit up. We don't want to hear that because you got on my ass last episode. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just mocking your ass. I got 3 honorable mentions this week. Jacoby Brissett's the first off. You know, he could have easily been in here. Yeah. And I text you, I was like, hey, does he have to be in the list? Because they got fucking belts at ass. Yeah. He broke the record for most completions in a game. It's crazy. But they scored 16 points and he had 2 picks. It's like, what are we doing here? Next up, we got Davis Mills versus Tennessee. You know,
that game got 2 seconds of watch time from me.
He had pretty good stats, but they played Tennessee and it went to the wire, so he should be ashamed of himself if we're being for real. And then last honorable mention is number 13 that went against the Arizona Cardinals.
That's fair.
He had a pretty good game, but I think I could have gone out there and done the same thing as him because they didn't really ask him of much. At number 5, we have a man that went out there in the first half, the first 30 minutes of play, and didn't know what a football was. He didn't know how to tie his shoes. He didn't know how to put his pants on. But that second half comes, and he ends up upsetting the Kansas City Chiefs. He didn't score a touchdown, but Bo Nix throws 24 for 37 with 295 yards. He was above average in this game.
He was great.
There wasn't a lot of competition.
I think I would have Bo Nix in the top 3 at worst on this list because of the stakes of this game, who he played.
The stakes matter a lot.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix was really good in this game.
In the second half.
Overall, he was really good. And like I said, the Chiefs, everybody thought you were going to lose. I would have Bo Nix in the top 3. Continue, though. Sorry.
In the top 3?
I think so. I think so.
At number 4, Drake May. Could have been in the bad opponents, actually. They did play in the New York Jets, but they move on. Coulda. You put Brock or Davis Mills above him. This is a bad week of quarterback. This is a good week of football.
It was a bad week of quarterbacks. Yeah, it was a bad week of quarterback play.
Drake throws 25 for 34 with 281 yards and a passing touchdown. At number 3, you could have a conversation for him over Bo Nix, but like Dak Prescott against Vegas threw 25 for 33 with 268 yards and 4 passing touchdowns. He was just brilliant. And yeah, the Raiders looked like a team of 11 Hurlins Pierres, but Dak was doing his thing. At number 2, and I fought with this really hard because I wanted to put him in number 1. I wanted so desperately to put him at number 1,
one guy. There's one guy that should be number 1.
Especially when I texted you and said, what is dude doing? And yet he ends up being number 1 because he put up 6 touchdowns.
Okay.
At number 2, I have Bryce Young versus
For
Atlanta.
sure.
He threw 31 for 45 for 448 passing yards and 3 passing touchdowns. And then at number 1, everybody expects it. Against the Cleveland Browns, Lamar Jackson goes in there, puts up 16 points.
What a game. What a game.
Not the best game of his career, but he pulls out the win. So that's all that matters.
Yep. For sure. Yeah. Oh, just kidding. Go ahead.
At number 1, we have Josh Allen versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He threw 19 for 30, 317 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. He threw 2 picks that were both egregious, but he also ran 6 times for 40 yards and 3 touchdowns. 6 total touchdowns.
Superman,
he was
bro.
masterful at.
Bro.
Once he remembered, they must have showed him a mirror and said, "Hey, you're Josh Allen," and he said, "Oh,
not Will
Josh
Levis.
Allen."
Right. Yeah, he was on a different level.
Man, unfortunately, because Baker needed that win.
And Baker has been going in the other way for a couple of weeks now. Get it together, Baker. Get it the fuck together. Moving on to the People segment, Week 11 edition of Maybe I'm Crazy. I go ahead.
So is it like, what would make this no longer be the People segment?
When the people stop loving it. Like the people just love it and continue to ask for it. It's like it is what it is.
So Hurley's high five fell down to like 7th on our
Whoa! I think it fell from like number 2 to like number 4 the power rankings now. I don't think it fell to 7. I don't think there's been 7 segments in the history of this show. 5, 6, and fucking 6, 5, 4, 3. They're all fucking vacant because there's like 3 segments. But but I came with some extra today. I usually come with about 5.
That's not allowed.
I have some extra. But some of these
now you're gonna have to look at that list and cut them down to 5. And we're gonna sit here in silence on this podcast.
Yes, sir. 5. This one get crossed out. This one get crossed out.
Nope, that's not silence.
So I came with 8 Maybe I'm Crazy thingies today. But some of these are gonna be quick. This one is an obvious one. You knew I was coming with it. They had a bad loss and nobody expected it to happen. Maybe I'm crazy, but the Kansas City Chiefs are missing the playoffs. And let me just preface this. There are 3 teams sitting in front of them currently that have all beat them already. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the... Shit. Who's the last team? It's the Jags, it's the Chargers, and it's the...
Come on, rack that brain.
It's the Jags, it's the Texans. Chargers. The Texans?
Bills.
The Bills, yes. Sorry. It's the Bills, the Jags, and the Chargers all sitting in front of them. So they would have to not only tie their record, but they'd have to have better records than all of those teams to get in. And that's if when the Ravens win the North. That's if the Steelers fall off as well. That's if the Texans, who have been playing solid football as of late and somehow sitting at 5-5, if they don't sneak in. So maybe I'm crazy, but the Kansas City Chiefs are missing the playoffs.
They're currently sitting at 9th place, behind the Texans, behind the Jaguars, behind the Chargers. I think the Bills are locked in at number 5. I don't think they're going anywhere. The Chargers are bad, so I think that the Chargers
bad, man. I was gonna come with that, bro, because the Chargers are we'll jump right into the next one, bro. Maybe I'm crazy. Sorry. It just, the Chargers just fucking pissed me off so much, bro. The Chargers pissed me. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
I'm gonna say it'll be the Bills. I'm gonna say it'll be the Jags, and
the Jags are so bad, bro, but they gonna get in. The Jags are bad, man. I don't want them to get in, but they will.
I don't want to respect the Steelers, but like, we kind of have to.
No. I don't think the Steelers get in. First of all, you have Aaron Rodgers and his what you calls it? his wrist.
Injury.
His wrist. Oh, that helps him. That helps him, you said. So we have Mason Rudolph, and the Steelers' schedule is kind of brutal. They have the Bears, the Bills, the Ravens twice. They have the Lions still. The Dolphins are playing better football as of late, so who knows what will happen in that game. And then you have the Browns. You have the Browns as I guess your easiest game, but we know what that defense and Myles Garrett does. So they have a brutal schedule down the stretch. So I wouldn't pencil the Steelers in.
The Chiefs' offense has been an absolute monstrosity, but at the end of the day, I find it really hard to say Pat Mahomes is going to miss the playoffs. So,
sure.
I mean, I'm going to. You're not crazy. Obviously, you're not crazy because they're 9th right now and it's week 12.
They haven't been like, if you would have stopped the season right then and there, they haven't been in the playoffs since like week fucking 3.
Crazy. They were in the Super Bowl last year and they're bad. Like, not that much changed, and they're just not fun to watch. Travis Kelce was the best player on this offense on Sunday.
He's been good.
That shouldn't be the case, though. Like, easily their best player.
They should have went and got Breece Hall, man. They should have sent that fucking third for Breece Hall, man. They really should
have. I agree. I'm going to say that the Chiefs make the playoffs, but you're definitely not crazy for this take. Go ahead with the Chargers.
You know what's crazy? I had the who they fucking lost to written down right here, and I was just fucking taking 30 seconds to think about it. I literally had it written down. But you brought up the Chargers. I've been too nice. I've been too much of a... we brought up the Chargers. But I've been too nice. Maybe I've been too much of a fanboy. Maybe I'm crazy. But number 10 over there in Justin Herbert is overrated. 80 yards is crazy. 80 yards is insane, man. It's too many times in these games where Justin Herbert just looks like shit. Against the Giants, he looked bad. This game, he throws for 80 yards. I mean, man. I'm the biggest
just 81 yards.
My apologies, 81. Shout out Kobe. But I'm the biggest Justin Herbert fan. But man, there are times where it's like, Justin, I can't defend you. The 4 interceptions in the playoff game against the Jags, I just can't defend you, Justin Herbert. This past weekend against the Jags, I cannot defend you. I can't.
So the maybe I'm crazy is that he's overrated?
Overrated.
I think this might be the most logical you've ever been.
Wow.
Because I'm not gonna name any names because I don't want to oust him, but one of my co-hosts on this podcast, you know, could be anybody, but one of my co-hosts told me he was top 5.
Could be any of us. Oh! You never agreed with him?
I don't think so.
Ever.
This season, he told me he was top 5.
I don't think that co-host is crazy for that. You know, I don't think the co-host thinks that anymore, but I don't think he's crazy for that. But continue. Coming into the season, yeah. Even 3 weeks into the season. 5. Yeah. Was I fuck the random co-host. That was me. Was I just supposed to take 5 weeks of Drake May and just shove what Justin Herbert's done out the window?
No, but you got the top 4. And then you could put anyone in that 5th spot.
And I just continue to have Justin Herbert. I don't think that's crazy.
Like the other Justin, maybe.
Justin Herbert. Justin May? Justin fucking Stroud? Justin fucking Love?
Justin Time. Shout out our boy Justin Arias, Paranese's buddy.
I have no clue who that is.
He's ever watched this show before.
Couldn't tell you who that is.
He's in Cream Team.
Shout out to the Cream Team. So I'm not crazy for that one. He said I'm super logical.
No. Super logical. He's probably top 12 still, but
Whoa! You're damn right he's top 12. You know, maybe he's not top 5, but maybe he's top 8. Are you about to name him?
Not on their respectful teams. You're taking quarterback. You can put him in any situation.
Just the quarterback.
Quarterback versus quarterback.
Yeah.
Kurt Joe Stroud or Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert 11 times out of 2. I'm taking Justin Herbert every day of the fucking week. Every day of the week. every day of the week I'm taking him. Even if I don't take him, who else would you name? Who else were you gonna name? Because you said fucking top 12. Who else are you naming?
I don't know. I don't care about the rest of them.
Okay. Well, then maybe you shouldn't have started with CJ Stroud. You should have started somewhere.
What is Justin better than Kurt Joe at?
What isn't he better at is the real question.
Football.
Moving on.
Hey, one of them pulls baddies though. So I mean, shouts out to our boy. We both big Justin fans around here. We're not slighting him in this at all.
Absolutely. Justin, I love you. Come on the pod, my man.
Justin, I love you. Come on the pod, my man. Let's get Taylor Heineke first, and then we can get Justin.
I'll DM him. I've been shooting. I've been fucking shooting. I've been putting up 100 shots a day. They ain't been going in, but I've been getting shots up. Eventually, one will go in.
So we're gonna go from Taylor Heineke to Justin Herbert to Madison Beer, and then through Madison Beer we get to Billie Eilish, and then, you know.
So Billy, what'd you think about the Niners this week? You know, like, what the fuck would we have Billy on here for?
If we had a chance to get Billy on this fucking podcast,
100%. We don't have to talk about football. We can talk about whatever the fuck she wanted to talk about. She'd be the host.
If even the sound of the letter N came out of your mouth to say no, I'm castrating you. That better be the fastest yes you've ever even thought of.
And that's completely fair. Moving on. Which one do I want to do? We'll go with this one. One of, maybe I'm crazy, but one of the Lions or Packers will miss the playoffs, but the North will still get 2 teams, but the Bears are the team that is locked.
Well, they're first in the division now, so I mean, that
doesn't mean much right now. That could change.
I know.
Okay.
So I think the North gets 3.
Honestly, I still think the enough. That number 9 is bad, and not that number 9. The other number 9 is bad. He is bad.
I call him 9.
But I honestly think the Bears miss. I think the Bears miss the playoffs. Like I have this take, but I still think the Packers and the Lions get in, but I just don't think the Bears make it. I think just all the teams above them are just better. I think because I know the Bears we play the Bears, which that's going to be a pretty big game for like seeding and whatnot. I think we play them like week 15 or something like that, but I can check their remaining schedule. Because I know they still got 2 games against. Look, they got Steelers, Eagles, Packers twice, Niners, Lions, and Browns. That's tough. That's tough down the stretch.
I think that the Bears and the Lions both make it.
Oh, you got the Packers. I'm kind of cool on the Packers.
I'm real close to out on the Packers.
So am I, and I still think the Packers get in, but I'm they're probably one and done. I'm like you said, I'm as out as you possibly can be without being out.
I'm still in the room, but like
I got my shoelace in the fucking open. I'm barely in that fucking room with the Packers for sure. I don't blame you whatsoever. I'm almost there with them because like it's go ahead.
The man in the white hat comes to you. He says, Herlins, we're adding the 33rd team to the NFL. You're now the owner of the Houston Arlingtons.
Okay.
You can choose between Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson to run your franchise.
I'm taking Ben Johnson. Like to run my franchise as in being my head coach, or like do you mean being my? What do you mean run my? I think I'm leaning Ben Johnson. I think I'm kind of over the Dan Campbell. We're fucking super aggressive. We're just doing whatever. You know, I think I'm kind of over that. I like what Ben Johnson has done in Chicago. So I not that I'm against Dan Campbell, but I just think that's just not my flow. I can understand somebody liking that more aggressive, type, but I'm just not.
So what if the man in the black hat comes to you and says, "Hey, we got a third option. You know, Detroit had a defensive coordinator as well that got a head coaching job."
I might roll Aaron Glenn. This has nothing to do with football, just for the vibes. Just for the vibes, I may go Aaron Glenn. rock with them. I feel like we just
So
have
the
to
Houston Arlingtons are fucked.
Moving on. This will be a quick one. We talked about it. We talked about it earlier in the season. We talked about it just a couple of minutes ago. JJ McCarthy is a problem in Minnesota, and the Minnesota Vikings made a mistake by not trading him.
Let's re-say it, but add maybe I'm crazy to the front.
Maybe I'm crazy, but JJ McCarthy is a problem in Minnesota, and the Vikings made a mistake by not trading him last season.
I don't think you're crazy. I think you might have bumped your head a couple times because it was between. I just don't know what his trade value would have been really at the end of the day. Yeah, he was a first round pick, but he wasn't a beloved first round pick coming out of that draft. And Sam Darnold last season was great, but he wasn't the Sam Darnold we're getting this season. So it's kind of hard to predict that the guy that was seeing ghosts just a few years ago is going to take an even bigger jump the next season.
A couple days ago.
Stop.
Sorry.
And at this point, Kevin O'Connell was just a quarterback whisperer. He could fix anybody. He had Josh Dobbs looking like the pastronaut. So I saw somebody say that that the Vikings need to cut JJ McCarthy, declaring him a bust, and then sign JJ McCarthy so that Kevin O'Connell can fix him.
I saw that, yeah.
And that shit made me giggle. So it was maybe I'm crazy. JJ McCarthy's the problem. Again, I don't think you're crazy.
Okay.
Maybe I'm crazy. JJ McCarthy is a problem. No, you're not. I don't know. He's been so bad. Dude.
So bad.
He's played 5 games, he's had what 5 good
drives. He'll have a good drive, and then it's the rest of the game. He's just fucking putrid. I don't know what it is, but he's been fucking awful. And I was talking to my brother about it. It's like, man, for the longest, Justin Jefferson's been quarterback proof. Like fucking Nick Mullins over there, Josh Dobbs over there. It doesn't matter. Carson Wentz over there. He just gets it done. But JJ McCarthy seems like the one guy where it's like you got Justin Jefferson slamming his helmet on the sideline, just pissed. Like, man.
If I was the reason for a Justin Jefferson crash out, I might just retire at the end of the game.
Because he's played with some shit, and you don't see him just fucking pissed
and
or
he's
anything.
Like the nicest guy.
9, man. Get it together, 9. Get it together, please.
My synopsis is that we need less 9 and more.
Less 9 and more JJ.
McCarthy.
Okay. Well, speaking of JJ McCarthy's former quarterback mate, we talked about him. He was seeing some ghosts this past Sunday. Maybe I'm crazy. Sam Darnold's performance on Sunday is yet another big game where he disappoints, and the Seahawks, because of Darnold, are not legitimate contenders.
That's a long ass maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So let's say like let's you would have got like a D- for that hook.
So you want me to re-say it? Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but Sam Darnold's 4 interception game shows that the Seahawks are not legitimate contenders.
See, that's good. That's good. Now, if your English teacher read that, you're getting like a A-. That was really
Well, she said I had to have 30 words minimum, so I had to, stretch it out.
Oh, well, then she's a jackass. Why would you want 30 words?
Maybe I'm crazy.
I think you're about Jeffrey Dahmer levels of crazy. I think Sam Darnold has had a phenomenal season, man. And one game, and Ernest Jones. I wanted to say Johnson, but I knew that was wrong. Ernest Johnson. I almost did it again.
Yeah.
Ernest Jones went to the press and was like, "We ride with Sam. Sam has been our guy all season. Sam has been phenomenal all season. And if the best player on your team and damn near the captain of your team is saying, hey, this is our guy. We rock with them. Then who am I?"
He said, "Fuck you." He said, "Fuck you." If you not rocking with Sam, I was like, "Damn, my fault." Like shit. He
hey, Ernest.
Receptions.
I'm rocking with Sam. Rocking with Sam.
Ernest, I'm not rocking with Sam. What the fuck you gonna do about it,
Jackass.
Ernest? What you
Jackass.
gonna do about it? You're not gonna do
I'm
shit.
sending this to him.
I'm rocking with Sam, man. Sam been my guy. Sam been my guy.
Nope. That part already got cut off. This has already been sent to JSN to send to Ernest, so he's gonna see it.
Oh, because you and JSN just like this. I forgot. But yeah,
Buckeye receivers.
I agree. This one, I didn't think this one was true either. I still think they're legitimate contenders, but it does give me a little like, Darnold, you know, your two biggest games last year, you were a little subpar, and then your biggest game this year, you had throw 4 interceptions. But I'm not really tripping over it. Sam Darnold's been amazing. I don't think it'll be much of anything. How many more I got left? I got 3. Yeah. Maybe I'm crazy, but the Bills, Ravens, and Chiefs will combine. You know, I know this was a jackass one because it's you, but they will combine for only 1 playoff win. And let me speak. The Chiefs may not make the playoffs. The Ravens, yeah, they won, but haven't looked good. And they may not make the playoffs, but we both agree they'll probably get in. And then the Bills have looked, you know, iffy at times, haven't looked great. And also, there's the potential that the Bills and Ravens may play each other, you know, if the Steelers happen to win that division. So, you know, things could happen. So maybe I'm crazy. The Bills, Ravens, and Chiefs will combine for only 1 playoff win this year.
Crazy as hell, dog.
All right.
Even if the Chiefs don't get in, even if the Bills and Ravens play first round, I think that whoever wins that game is in the conference championship.
I don't know if I just pencil them in to beat Patriots or Broncos or Colts. I can't say I just pencil them in to win that game.
If the Ravens or the Buffalo Bills are playing the Broncos in the second round of NFL playoffs, I might bet my house on the team playing the Broncos.
I'm sure you probably would have said you'd bet your house on the Broncos losing to the Chiefs this past weekend too, and here they are, 9-2. You for damn sure would have bet some good money on. You did not see any world with Bo Nix would outplay Patrick Mahomes on Sunday. Boy,
why would I, the good buddy of a team on this offense, bet on that offense when they don't have my good buddy?
Moving on. Fuck your good buddy. Moving on. We had somebody return this past Sunday, and he looked pretty solid. Maybe I'm crazy, but the 49ers...
Your ass.
Maybe I'm crazy, but the 49ers are back to being contenders with a healthy Brock Purdy. What, you said shove it up? You said shove it up my ass? What did you think I was gonna say? That we could win fucking 9 games? That's what you wanted me to shove up my ass?
I didn't know that Fred Warner and Nick Bosa came back.
No. Fair. That's fair. You could just say no.
So, Brock Purdy came back and
Fred Warner might be available if we make the Super Bowl. He'll be available for a Super Bowl run.
Hey, Fred, schedule that vacation, brother. Brock came back and played the 7th grade window lickers, and it got you excited.
It absolutely did get me excited because we're getting healthy on offense. We went through our fucking beat up stretch of the season, and now here we are sitting at 7-4 with the Panthers. This is a big game on Monday Night Football coming up, and then the Browns and the Titans. Absolutely, it got me excited.
Did we bet this week? We put $20 on something.
Oh, we did. We did. It was Panthers Falcons, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to put money on the Falcons next week too? Double or nothing next time.
Fuck no. Fuck on the next Panthers game. You said Falcons.
No, Panthers. Niners.
Panthers, Niners. Oh, we can up it to 50.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing? Okay.
That's how I'll be shaking hands.
The fucking lip hand.
Yeah.
This done. Okay. This one is not even really a maybe I'm crazy, so I probably should have got this one out of the way. Wait, no, wait. Yeah,
Please look at your recording time.
I know, because I don't know what the fuck we were yapping about for 40 minutes before we got to maybe I'm crazy, but yeah, I know, dog. It is what it is at this point. I don't even be getting mad anymore. It is what it is. It's what the people want. We're men of the people. But what is more likely? The Panthers win the NFC South or the Bears win the NFC North?
Hello?
You hear me?
Oh, say it again.
I said what is more likely? The Panthers win the South or the Bears win the North? You talked about the Bears being first. You talk about the Panthers are I think one loss back of the Bucks, but the Bucks, they should be getting Bucky back soon. Chris Godwin back. They should be getting a little more healthy here soon. So what's more likely? Panthers win the South, Bears win the North.
I think this is a really good question because I think the Bears are a better football team, but the Bears have better competition in their division.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a world where Baker gives up this division, so I have to say the Bears win the North.
Mm-hmm.
But Tampa's like bad, man.
Bad. I'll read you the Panthers' remaining schedule. It's the Niners. Damn. It's the Niners, Rams, Saints, Bucks, Seahawks, Bucks. So Bucks twice, 3 teams from the NFC West, and then the Saints. That's brutal.
So Niners was a win. Saints is a win. They'll probably split with the Bucks. They can beat the Seahawks.
I see. Honestly, they can beat us on Monday Night Football. They'll probably beat the Saints, and I may take the Bucks to beat them both times. Let's just say they split with the Bucks. Their best case scenario, I think, is 3-3 in this. And I just don't know if that's enough to win this division. But like on the other hand, I read out the Bears schedule earlier, and the Bears don't have it easy either.
No. This is why you watch football, man.
But
why you watch football.
Your pick ended up being the Bears, though, just because you don't see Baker giving it up. That's fair.
Who you take?
I think I'd roll Panthers. Like you said, I think it's just too much competition with the Bears. I just don't know. I just don't see that happening. I see the Panthers winning it more. I could see the Bucks just continue to not be healthy and they just continue to slip and slide and lose a couple more games, and the Panthers end up winning that division. But the Bears still having the Packers twice, the Lions, the Niners. I really don't see it at all for the Bears. I don't even think the Bears make the playoffs, to be honest. So that's all I got this week for Week 11's edition of Maybe I Am Crazy.
You know I would never be upset with 9 making the playoffs.
I know
we know one of the 9s is making the playoffs, so we just gotta hope the other one can too.
That he is not fucking. You talked about Fred booking that vacation. Hey, 9, they call you 9. Go ahead and book that fucking vacation, my friend. You good, man. You good. You're not playing deep into January. You're not. You damn sure ain't playing in fucking February. So you're good. You're good to go. You're good to go. Please get the fuck up out of here. I'm sure Justin Jefferson will be happy. Go and book that vacation because you're not playing in no fucking playoffs, dog. We'll be seeing you next season. Hopefully you just be going by JJ next season, not 9. And maybe you can actually get the ball to Justin Jefferson. Thank you. Get into football.
Who's the coach of the Oregon Ducks?
Oh, the coach of the Oregon Ducks. I know this one. Don't ask me the other ones. But the Oregon Ducks, because his initials, his last name is like funny. It's like, dang, you just fucking put me on the spot, crazy. It's Dan. No. Listen. It's Dan. Or is that one of the other coaches? It's Dan.
That's right.
It's like Dan, and it's a weird last name. It's
your team, by the way.
It is. Shout out Dante Moore. Dan Lin Lion. It's like something like that, like Lining or fucking Dan. I'm gonna have to tap out, man. Dan. And
if an airplane is coming out of the air, it is
Descending.
It's gonna hit the ground. We are
landing. Dan.
Take off the D.
Dan Lanning. See, I was saying lining, bro. Oh my gosh. Fuck. I was saying fucking lining. I'll be better next week. I promise you guys I'll have it memorized next week. I'm gonna make it my fucking lock screen.
Indiana.
Say that again? I didn't hear what you said. All I heard was Indiana.
Indiana. The other coach I told you to remember. This debatably the best team in college football.
Didn't even like that. I don't even have a thought in my fucking mind. Dan, I fucking could get there, but don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Don't even have a thought in my mind, he says. But then he says, don't
I'm trying to fucking just find it. I'm trying to find it. No, I was about to say Alabama. Indiana. Yeah, I'm cooked. No!
Josh Allen has a receiver with the same first name.
Kurt Signetti.
Ah!
Hell yeah. And there was a third you gave me.
Probably so. I don't remember.
Okay. There wasn't a third you gave me, actually. It was just those two. It was just those two. Just those two.
There was a third, actually. It was Notre Dame.
No, it was just those two. It was just, no.
There's not a shot in hell.
Not a shot in hell.
Marcus Freeman.
Marcus Freeman. Yes. I had that written down on.
And we're as of today, we're adding a fourth.
Oh, it's like you can't remember 3, and dude just keeps on fucking adding on. I couldn't remember 1, made it 2. Couldn't remember 2, made it 3.
As of today, just got hired today.
Oh, I saw he got hired to
Virginia Tech. James Franklin.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Former coach of.
Are you gonna continue? Former coach of. Finish your sentence.
You should know. You should know. Coaches. He coached Nick Singleton.
Oh, former coach of the. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Nick Singleton, former first number 1 recruit running back in the 2022 class. Nick Singleton.
Oh, the fucking yeah, bro. Yeah, that's so obvious. Week 11 takeaways. Let's get into week.
Drew Allard.
Oh, Penn State. That's right. Y'all sing Drew Allard. That's my guy.
You should know Nick Singleton.
Let's get into football.
For sure. My fault.
3 hours in. No.
I like it. Go to Madrid with the Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphins win 16-13. This is one of the biggest crowds we'll see from an overseas team. One of the best stadiums we'll see. This is pure grass. They take care of their stadium. And at halftime, we reward them for coming to this game, celebrating American football with a 6-3 field goal game at halftime. We forced the city of Madrid, the country of Spain, to watch a battle between Marcus Mariota and Top 100.
Top 100 might be having to move up.
Well, that's not like where he's ranked. That's just his name.
Morgan just texted me. Would I be crazy for trading JJ and Bucky for Chase? I don't think he'd be crazy for that.
In what league?
Not our league. Oh no, right? Yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna text him saying no deadline ? But nah, you not crazy. Say hi.
Is Bucky alive?
To the pod.
He not getting a shout out.
Oh shit, my fault, Morgan. Never mind. But back.
Shout out Frosty.
Shout out Frosty. What did Frosty do?
Nothing, but fuck the Saints, and he's got to watch them. So I mean, poor guy.
All right, back to football.
Ollie Gordon had a good game. Devon Achane.
Deadline is this week. He says, "What's good, pod? W Fantasy weekend. I'm coming for everybody's head."
So I said we not giving him a shout out. Yet you still did it.
That's my guy. I had to. Sorry.
That motherfucker said, "I want to lose this week so I can face Smallz first round."
Oh, he said, I didn't see that.
40, by the way,
I didn't see that. Wow. He's trying to get his get back. He's trying to spin the block.
Is that get back throwing your money away?
Wow. All right, Morgan, you heard him. He's talking that shit. I hope you guys meet
I'm
up
getting
in a.
even more scared of Plug than his ass.
Whoa! Let's get back to this game. Wow. Let's get back to football.
You should have stayed down there with Slip. Acto Joe, you should have put your money in yourself.
You talking hot. I hope you just.
But shouts out to K3. You know, we got 3 fans around here of K3. Big fan of the guy, and he had a good week this week. So
love you, K3.
Juju Brent's out for season with a foot injury for the Dolphins. Really sad because, you know, coming from the Colts, he's a good player, but he dealt with a lot of injuries over there as well. And now he is out for season again with the Dolphins, which maybe a better time staying at home than going to play for the Dolphins at this point. Marcus Mariota threw an interception on the first play of overtime to lose the game for the Commanders. The Dolphins kicked a chip shot to win it.
Yeah, just bad. This game was not fun, and the Commanders made some plays down in the red zone and stopped them. Like Javon Kimball had a big stop to stop the Dolphins. They had like 4 tries at like the 2-yard line, and the Commanders bend but didn't break. And then for Marcus Mariota to just go into overtime and just throw an interception on the very first pass, it was like, damn. And Jalen Waddle tried to lose this game. He said, fuck Tua, fuck the Dolphins. I'm going to try to lose this game. He just fucking dropping everything. But they end up pulling it out. So
Matt Gay did a better job at losing the game.
For sure. And the Commanders just went and picked up Jake Moody. So I'm a Commanders fan now, baby.
I got breaking news. Like huge breaking news.
Jake Moody on the pod?
Moody gets the contract.
Oh
no. I meant like on my phone when he got signed. It was like it was more popular, more notifications for Jake Moody than when LeBron went to the Lakers. It was crazy.
I got 1 notification, but all right.
Me too. Anything else to say about this weak-ass game?
Absolutely not.
Yeah? They might.
Yeah, they're there. They're there. Top 100 is not looking like top 100 anymore. He's been looking solid.
He's definitely top 100 at this point.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Easily top 100.
Easily. Looking better than move on. Let's move on. Yo!
Looking better than who?
Then Quinn Ewers, because Quinn Ewers is just sitting behind him and not really playing, so he's looking better than Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers is the Buckeye.
He's looking better than Dylan Gabriel, of course. Dylan Gabriel.
For sure. The Green Bay Packers go into MetLife?
Yeah.
And play the Giants. And unfortunately, Jameis Winston wearing number 19, which is disgusting. Jameis can't get the job done. He throws an interception late to give the win to the Giants. Abdul Carter doesn't play for the first drive for disciplinary issues. Yeah. He said he was stuck in traffic or something, and he said he was asleep still.
Yeah.
Kayvon Thibodeau doesn't play in this game with a shoulder injury. Josh Jacobs goes out rather early when he plants his knee into the turf and doesn't come back. But Christian Watson hooped in this game. This is one of Jordan Love's more memorable games. And the Giants just aren't very good. And then Monday night rolls around, and Cam Skadaboo's bitching J.D. McDonough. So, shouts out Cam Skadaboo.
Shout out Cam Skadaboo, yeah. Yeah, I just don't know if I can trust the Packers, man. I just don't know if I can trust them deep into the playoffs. And we talked about this. I just don't have much faith in this team. They had 5 drops in this game. But you talked about Jordan Love. His numbers won't say it, but I thought he played a pretty darn good game on Sunday to beat the Giants. He went out for a bit, and Malik Willis came out and threw a touchdown. But Jordan Love ended up coming back in, and he finished out the game pretty well.
I love Malik Willis, and you're a fucking hating ass motherfucker. So
Micah was pretty much all the pass rush that the Packers had. Their defense they've allowed 20 or less points, I think, like 5 different times in all their wins or something like that. But there's just something about the Packers, man. I just don't see them beating these top echelon teams later into the season and going into the playoffs. I really don't know what it is. I think it starts with, like I've talked about for the past couple of weeks, I think Matt LaFleur's seat is getting hot, man. I really think it's getting hot, because if this team doesn't make the playoffs or doesn't win a playoff game, I think all eyes have to be pointed at him. We saw Mike Kafka make his coaching debut for the Giants. He seemed like he was a fucking Dan Campbell disciple. They went on for it on fourth down like 4 different times in this game when they were trying to come back. But yeah, I don't got much to say about this game. Packers, I'm still kind of hesitantly, watching you guys. But Giants, it is what it is. And shout out to you, Mike Kafka, for getting your first career.
Well, shouts out to you for starting Jameis.
Yeah. Facts. Not putting Russell Wilson through the booze, because they would have been asking for Jameis after the first drive anyway. So shouts out to you for starting Jameis.
They would have been asking for Jameis as Russell Wilson laced up his Skechers.
For sure.
The Houston Texans go into Tennessee. I don't know if you've seen like the trend about the Titans, but like this dude will be saying, Cam Ward drops back to pass, 1 yard gain, and then it'll be fucking country music. And if the Titans really played country music after every play, I would never go to a game. That sounds miserable. Country music at a football game?
But that's Tennessee though. What do they call it? Like the music capital or the something?
I don't care.
Heard. But I don't got shit to say about this game. Literally told you I watched it for total of 2 seconds.
Nico Collins hooped in this game. He had a really good game. Woody Marks got a big load. Woody Marks got a heavy workload. Pause. And underperformed pretty heavily. Davis Mills was okay. Will Anderson had a strip set recovery and then ran it for a little bit. But Will Anderson, phenomenal. Calvin Ridley's out for season with a broken fibula. And Tony Pollard, it's getting real as Black Widow would say in the Marvel Universe, the sun is getting real low because he's as close as you can get to washed, man. Tony Pollard ain't been good all season. The Carolina Panthers go into Atlanta and win 30-27 on the back of Bryce Young.
Yep. Go ahead.
448 yards. Yep. Coming into the game, it's Rico Dowdle might win them this game. But no. They let Bryce Young look down the field. They let Bryce Young do everything. Tedoroa McMillan, they said he couldn't run routes. He was supposed to fall in the draft. He rises in the draft. He goes number 9, I think. He's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
He's phenomenal. Shout out AJ Styles. Nalo is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Every week I watch the Atlanta Falcons. I have the internal battle of they don't have their first round pick. But at the same time, I don't really care. Because, yeah, you don't have your first round pick. But the duo of James Pierce and Jalen Walker has been electric. Maybe you could give up a couple seconds instead of your first because you're bad, but like, I don't know. Michael Penix knee injury, probably his ACL again, out for season, most likely. So we're going to get Kirk Cousins starting. So any Atlanta Falcons fans that might stumble across this podcast, don't expect me to talk about y'all for the rest of the season. I will not be watching 18. That's his number? 18?
Yeah, 18.
Drake London PCL injury. He's going to miss at least this week. Kobe Bryant starts his first game, or doesn't start, but he plays his first game. He was on the practice squad and stuff. I thought he was good coming into the draft. Chuba looks better than he has most of the season, and Nick Scourton is just he makes a lot of noise on the defense. I like Nick Scourton a lot.
Definitely made a lot of big plays late. Yeah. We talked about shout out to Bryce, first of all, played his best game of his career so far. And I love seeing him coming into the locker room after the game, and I sent you the video of him just coming in and dancing and the whole locker room hyping him up. I watched that video maybe like 25 times. It was like Bryce Young being happy after a win just puts a smile on my face every single time, man. He's just a guy you just happy when he's happy. I'll say that. But the Falcons, man, and I texted you because like I had the bet. That's what it was. I had the bet. I had Bijan Robinson for over 100 yards. And then Bijan Robinson was at like 95 yards. They were running the ball down the Panthers' throat. Then all of a sudden it just stopped. It just stopped and Bijan just didn't get any more carries. It felt like for a quarter and a half, he just wasn't touching the ball. I don't know if that was because Kirk Cousins came in and they just changed things up. I don't know what it was, but this seems like it's been the case for a while now, whether they just go to Tyler Algier, whether they get away from the run completely. Raheem Morris,
I don't understand how good he is.
The clock's ticking. They really don't. They really don't. Because the workload that CMC gets is the workload that Bijan Robinson should be getting at this point. There's no reason why he should be splitting with Tyler Algier, not being on the field on third down, not being on the field on fourth down. It just doesn't make much of any sense. And like you said, we go from Michael Penix, who's been up and down this season, to Kirk Cousins, has only been down as of late. So not much to look forward to for the Falcons anymore, for a team that looked like they were poised to make the playoffs about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And you talked about them not having a first round pick and you're not going to make the playoffs. Man, just don't be so bad to where the Rams just have a really good pick, because I'm not trying to have to deal with that. But yeah,
they were 3-2.
Bad loss, but it's been bad losses for the past 5 weeks for the Falcons now, and I can only say that so much more. Yeah.
You said Kirk Cousins been bad as of late. Is it as of late like the last 10 years?
No, because he hasn't been bad for 10 years. He was damn good. He was damn good. Damn good. But he's been bad the past couple. Move on.
Damn good.
Damn good. Kirk Cousins will make the quarterback corner one of these weeks. If he plays the rest of the season, he will make it one of these weeks. Well, probably not, because you just won't put him. He could throw for 600 yards, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, perfect passer rating, 30 completions on 30 attempts, and you still wouldn't put him. So you're right. He probably won't make it.
Moving on, the Chicago Bears go to Minnesota and play the Vikings. And we've already talked about this game a little bit. And it's up at 19-17.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb hasn't been beautiful, but he's winning the games, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Monunga was getting sucked off by most of the world for the last couple of weeks, and he gets 14 carries, I think. Super inefficient on those carries. Nashawn Wright goes up and high points that interception on the throw to Jordan Addison. You could see Jordan Addison how the fuck that just happened? Mm-hmm. And then Nashawn Wright's reaction afterwards was just beautiful. Damn near in tears after his JUCO coach got assassinated, which is real sad. But shouts out Nashawn Wright, shouts out anybody that was impacted by that shit. JJ McCarthy, or as he knows himself, 9, needs to understand that he's allowed to be a solid player in more than just one quarter per week, because he was good in that fourth quarter, but them first 3, you could have told me Herlin Spear was wearing that jersey, and I would have believed it.
No, you fucking wouldn't.
We already talked about Justin Jefferson getting upset. Unbelievable to see. I would never want to cause that. And the Vikings defense was great, but you can't win if you can't score. Andrew Van Ginkel.
Enough said. But yeah, the Bears come back again. You talked about Caleb. He hasn't really been the greatest, but he's been just good enough for the Bears to be winning. He didn't really do much on the game-winning drive this game, but in the past couple of weeks, he's been clutch. But Caleb, in this game, it felt like he was breaking every single sack attempt. His escapability has been amazing this season. He was wrapped up 3 different times, and he's getting low and breaking sacks and running outside and making something happen. So in that sense, Caleb was really good this week, and we've given him a lot of flack. But, I got to be fair and honest. When somebody I'm critical of does well, I got to, give them their praise. And DeAndre Swift has been very, very solid for the Bears as of late. He's been damn good for the Bears. He's been damn good. So, DeAndre Swift, I'm going to give you your flowers. You've been good, my friend. You've been good. Seemed like my friend. I mean, if Isaiah Pacheco can be your good buddy, DeAndre Swift can be my friend. 100%. 100%. And, Chicago, I did get traded over here, but I still got a lot of love for San Francisco. We're both battling for that last spot in the NFC, so I might have to do some colluding, and I might have to, be a, inner fucking cancer. And what's that?
I was told, and maybe this was Heelan's Pierre instead of Herlin, maybe instead of you, but I was told you were demanding your release from the Bears.
No. He be talking crazy. He be talking crazy. Sometimes he likes to speak for me, but no.
Was that Heelan's?
Yeah, that was Heelan's. That wasn't me.
My fault.
No, you're good. It happens. Names pretty similar. But no, I'm still rocking with the Bears. I still got my love for San Francisco, but I'm still Bear. It's still Bear down, baby. I'm always gonna be a Bear. Well, until the end of the season. But I'm a Bear, and I'm committed to being a Bear. But I wouldn't hate, just me. I don't even think we need to make the playoffs. I think we let the Niners get in, we get a better draft pick, and then we build towards next season. I think next season's our season. So,
So you being Herlens Pierre, the Bears fan, if
yeah.
the Niners get in, you're not allowed to root for them.
Okay, well then Helens will be on here every week with you, and he'll be rooting for the Niners then.
shout out, Helens. You mentioned some of them Caleb Williams plays. He made one, and he rifles it to Cole Kmet, and Cole Kmet gets fucking rocked by Isaiah Rodgers. And I was like, damn, that looked like that hurt Isaiah Rodgers more than it did Kmet. Kmet stands right up. Isaiah, they pan the camera to Isaiah Rodgers, and he's like on the ground dead.
Laid out.
And he led with his helmet. I don't know if he even came back in the game. I should have probably looked that up. But shouts out Cole Kmet, dude. I don't understand why you draft Colston Loveland at number 10 when you have a better tight end than him anyways.
Beats me. But yeah, JJ looked bad again. He was not good. He had 74 yards on his first 11 drives. So like you said, again, he just comes alive late for some reason. He was 4 for 14 on passes, 10 plus yards, had 76 yards and an interception on those passes. But yeah, for a Bears defense that has been so-and-so, I mean, it is JJ McCarthy, but the Bears DBs look good in this game as well. Another good win for the Bears, and the Vikings, man.
Hey,
your season's over.
The Vikings, man, we'll see in the playoffs. 4 completions as a rookie quarterback. That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty solid, right? That's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. You're right. Give credit where credit's due. 4 completions as a rookie. Congrats, JJ. Congrats, 9. Sorry, congrats. Let's move on.
And congrats to. We'll get to him, but I can't think of his jersey number, and I'm upset with myself. 2? Is he 2?
You talking about Shador?
Yeah.
No, not close, but not 2. Oh.
12. Is he 1?
12.
Add them together. He think he Tom?
I know Tom's his boy, so maybe.
This game might get half a second. The LA Chargers go into Jacksonville and get belt to ass. I would have swore Urban Meyer was coaching this game. The Jaguars end up winning 35-6. We already mentioned Justin Herbert having 81 yards. Bashal 2 and Travis Etienne both look good in this game. The Chargers suck majorly, and Lad McConkey, they got wanted posters up for you.
Yeah, man, this game hurt me. My first thing I had written down, I had Chargers frauds ? And they definitely are. Justin Herbert was pressured 12 times in this game for 52% of his dropbacks. Got sacked twice. You talked about the Jags running the ball well. I had that written down as well. T-Law, for this being a blowout, he really wasn't much of anything. He was just there. It was just really anybody.
Always surprised.
Exactly. He was really just non-existent in this game. There was a rep where Trevor Penning, who they just traded for, who the Chargers just traded for. I mean, he got absolutely obliterated by Josh Hines-Allen. He killed him. It was bad pass protection all game for the Chargers, but what's new with Joe Alt being out? What's new? But that's really all I got to say. Just a super disappointing loss for the Chargers, and I'm definitely, taking a step back on the Chargers for the foreseeable future, even going into next season. It's like I got to see it before I, continue to pencil the Chargers into being this good team. I just can't keep doing this to myself and keep thinking, oh, maybe they're, finally here, they're contender, but nah. Chargers, man, Justin Herbert, you got to show me before I, continue to just praise you and whatnot.
And it's crazy because you requested a trade to the Chargers, but the Niners unfortunately traded you to the Bears. You got lucky.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you, John Lynch. Thank you.
It's crazy because you requested a trade, and now you're begging John Lynch at his ankles to come back.
I'm not begging to come back. I just think the Bears should not make the playoffs. I just think we shouldn't make the playoffs. Let the Niners get in. We just get a better draft pick and we draft for next season. Simple as that.
You've been hanging out with Helens too often. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers go into Buffalo
and lose
a close one. Game of the week for sure. Lose a close one, 44-32. Keon Coleman was inactive in this game. And Keon Coleman was inactive in this game. And that motherfucker was on the sidelines before the game dancing to the fucking music. You're supposed to be upset with yourself. And he don't give a. Like, what is wrong with the man?
Yeah. A lot of disciplinary benches this week. I don't know what was going on. got fucking CD and George Pickens out in a Vegas strip or some shit, but a lot of discipline.
At least they did it together.
Yeah.
That's good team
Mhm.
chemistry. The first drive of the game for the Bills, Josh Allen is getting sacked in the end zone for a safety. I said, "Oh no." He go like this.
Just literally just throws it, man. Oh, literally makes a chest like
Interception
basketball
on a
chest
double
pass.
pass.
Just man, just disgusting. And I looked at that play like Josh here, like is he back? Like the Josh Allen of old, where he was just turning the ball over nonstop, is really back. Like maybe this Josh Allen of last year was just a facade, wasn't the real Josh Allen, just a blip of a season. And now the real Josh Allen's back, where he's just gonna keep on turning the ball over. And then he said, "Fuck that, I'm turning into Superman."
Tampa Bay gets the ball on the 15 because of that play, and they kick a field goal. Baker should be upset with himself for that.
Baker's been disappointed, man. For him to be the runaway MVP after like 4 or 5 weeks, Baker's been disappointed. And I understand you've lost Mike Evans for the season. Chris Godwin has been in and out. Bucky Irvin's been gone for a while. But man, Baker, you should not be looking like a shell of yourself this much. And you should not be making the mistakes you're making, fumbling the ball, throwing these bad interceptions. You just got to be better, Baker, because this is another guy I'm looking at. Like, I know you're not reverting back to who you were, but it's like, man, like were we just too quick to anoint you as this top whatever guy? It's like were we too quick? Was it just you had a nice stretch going? But I don't know, Baker. You definitely got to be a lot better, because the only reason why they were legit contenders in the NFC was because Baker's on another level right now. But if Baker's just gonna go back to being, he's a solid, above average starter quarterback, then the Bucks aren't gonna be much of anything serious. The only reason why they were contenders because Baker was on another level. But if he's gonna be playing like this, I don't see them being anything in the NFC.
Josh Allen pissed me off in this game. As a James Cook drafter,
Oh
he
yeah,
ran 3 touchdowns there,
yeah.
bro. It's like,
It's selfish ass. No, for
for the
sure,
love.
for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. And you talk about Josh Allen. That first play, it happened. It was an awful play, Will Levis type play. But you move past it. But then Josh Allen
Stop.
had
You gotta stop.
Will Levis just catching random strays. Sorry, Will Levis. Sorry, he just sitting on the couch, just doing nothing and just catching random strays. I apologize. But then Josh Allen throws another interception. He has about 2 to 3 more passes that could have been intercepted, that could have been undercut by defenders, but they just weren't caught. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. But in total, he had 6 touchdowns, 3 passing, 3 rushing. Josh Allen was sensational in this game. And it's sad that this is what it's gonna take for the Bills to be legitimate in the AFC. It's like, if Josh Allen, not that he has to score 6 touchdowns himself, but if he doesn't put up performances like this, I just don't see them getting to the Super Bowl or winning the Super Bowl if Josh Allen isn't Superman week in and week out. And I'm sure he could do that for a month-long stretch or even more, but I just can't bank on somebody scoring 6 touchdowns every week for me to get to the Super Bowl. So that's why I'm kind of not out on the Bills, but I just really don't see the Bills, being real contenders, because I just can't bank on Josh Allen doing this every single week. And that defense is not good at all. At all. That Bills defense is bad, man. And without Josh Allen, going Superman and saving the day, that Bills defense, everybody would be talking about them. But because Josh Allen did what he did and they won, it's not really the talking point. But yeah, this team, I just don't see them being anything serious. But on the other side, it looks like the Bucks have found something in Sean Tucker. He had a really good game. He had 19 carries for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Then he had 2 catches for 34 yards and a touchdown. I think it was like a 28-yard touchdown. But yeah, it looks like they got something when Bucky Irvin is back. They have a nice trio of running backs over there that they can use. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this game. But I just, like I said, overall, I just don't see the Bills being really legit contenders, because Josh Allen's gonna have to play similar to this week in and week out, and I just don't know if I can bank on that.
Unfortunately for Josh, there's just not much he can do because he doesn't play with Lamar, so
He's beat that guy already in the playoffs, so it's all right.
Tampa Bay is the only team in the entire National Football League without a touchdown to their tight end.
I saw that. Yeah. Oh, what's going on. K-Dot is a damn good tight end. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, couldn't tell you.
The Titans, and you can't get Kate Otten involved. What are we doing?
Get it together, Baker.
The Niners, and we can't get Kate Otten involved.
This is supposedly a Mac Jones guy, by the way.
What does the tight end have to do with Mac Jones?
Because Mac Jones threw George Kittle a touchdown.
Yeah, Mac Jones can throw it to anyone because he's basically Jesus Christ on the football field.
Let's move on. let's move on. Let's move on to the next game.
For sure. The Cincinnati Bengals go into Pittsburgh and win 34-12 in opposite world because the Steelers put belt to ass. Jalen Ramsey gets ejected in this game. We find out that he was so pissed off because Jamar Chase spit on him. Jamar Chase gets suspended for week 12, unpaid. Aaron Rodgers leaves this game with a fractured wrist. When Mason Rudolph came on, the fans were yippee. I was thinking, I want to see Will Howard, but Will Howard was inactive for the game. Kyle Duggar has a pick 6 in this game. The Patriots gave him away. I don't understand why still, but the Patriots are 9-2, so who am I to question? And Darnell Washington had a really fun play in this game.
Yeah, he did. His fucking 350-pound ass. Yeah, he did up that left sideline. Yeah, I don't got much to say about this game.
You're lucky. You are lucky that we didn't do this podcast when he was getting drafted because I glazed the shit out of Darnell Washington.
And now he just...
You would have thought he was Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, now he just cool. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers getting injured and now Mason Rudolph taking over. So we'll see what happens there for Pittsburgh. Cincy season, if it wasn't already over, it's pretty much over now. Joe Burrow, you can just hang out. We don't need you to play and get even more hurt the rest of the season. You're all good. But yeah, I had Kyle Duggar's pick 6 written down. And Pittsburgh defense, I don't know how much is gonna matter going on later into the season if they can get in. But their defense has turned around and they've looked a lot better these past couple of weeks. So maybe that's a sign of things to come and a sign of something positive to come for the Steelers. And maybe they can sneak their way into the playoffs and do something. That's all I gotta say about that game.
They stopped asking Jalen Ramsey to fucking play coverage.
They got him playing safety, and it's worked. So. We can
couldn't guard you.
Oh, I mean, that's no slight to you, Jalen Ramsey. I mean, a lot of people can't. Let's move on. Hold off on the comments. Let's just move on.
You think Suge could guard you?
Like he could keep up with me, but I just fucking head tap him.
Oh, you call him the boy.
yeah.
Absolutely. He little boy to you, kiss him on the forehead.
Yeah. I'm put it on the top shelf where the kids can't get it, and I'm snatching it right over him. Absolutely.
So y'all hooping, you shooting over him like I would to you.
Not like you would to me, but yeah, I'm shooting over him.
Me and Suge versus you and Darko in the 2v2, who winning?
Me and Dirk, because I'm on the team.
You put money on that?
No, probably not. Probably not, because it's more than just me. If it was just me, like in a 1v1, I'd put money on myself.
Me and you are playing 2v2.
Yeah.
You can pick any of the total boys to be your partner. Who are you taking?
I don't. None of them really like
$100 on the line.
Me neither. None of us hoop. Dark's our biggest body, so maybe Dark or maybe Suge. It'd be between one of those two, but not because they're just spectacular hoopers. None of us hoop. So if you go grab one of your homies, we'd fucking probably get smoked because none of us hoop.
Yeah, we don't hoop either.
You guys have hooped more than the fucking total guys. Joe's probably picked up a basketball 3 times in his life. Punks,
I'm definitely not picking Joe.
Punks is, I don't know when's the last time he's picked up a basketball either. Punks has always said he'd go into the NBA and shoot fucking 50% from 3 and shit like that. So he'll be talking out of his fucking ass. So I'm not picking Punks. It's between Suge and Dark, but it really won't matter. We probably lose regardless.
Shit, I'm taking Punks and I'm gonna say, hey, guard Herlins. You're not getting around him.
Guard Herlins. You know what I'm gonna do?
Because I'm gonna sit paint. Because if you take any of them, I'm gonna just play off.
Okay, because I was gonna say, if Punks is on me, hey, right here, and I'm boom, boom, boom.
And you blowing them bunnies.
Okay,
you blowing them bunnies.
On to the next fucking game.
The 49ers play the Cardinals and put belt to ass.
You goddamn right we do. Brock Purdy comes back, has 200 yards, 3 touchdowns to complete 70% of his passes. Brock Purdy came in and looked good. He did have some plays where it's like, just typical Brock Purdy, where it's like, Brock Purdy, what the fuck are you doing? You're just doing a little bit too much. But I think we saw what we were missing in this offense. I mean, it's no coincidence that Brock Purdy comes back and now we score 40 points when we played the Cardinals earlier in the season, and we only put up, I think it was 16, but we scored 40 points in this game. You saw the offense be a bit more explosive. I think Brock Purdy's willing to take the deep shot a lot more than Mac was. Mac did a great job, and he was efficient, but Mac just got the ball out quick and just took like his first couple of reads that were there. He wasn't really waiting for anything to develop down the field and, taking any deep shots. He'd take it every now and then, but that's kind of what Brock Purdy's looking for, and you saw that in this game. But this defense, I am really worried because Jacoby Brissett, even though it wasn't garbage time, a lot of it wasn't garbage time, but Jacoby Brissett was able to do, what he wanted in this game, but we were able to turn them over 3 times. DeAndre Lenore had an interception and had a really nice return. Malik Mustafa had an interception in this game, and Upton Stout forced a fumble on the goal line. Upton Stout was really good in this game. But yeah, I'm worried about this defense. And Alfred Collins, man, Alfred Collins is an absolute stud. He's going to be damn good. And Robert Saleh absolutely raves about him every single chance he gets. He loves him. But Alfred Collins has been really good for us. But I don't got much to say about this game in particular. It was a good win. Brock Purdy's first game back, but it was just the Cardinals. So yeah, we'll take it.
Upton Stout's lucky there's not a height limit.
All right.
Amari DiMercato hurts his ankle in this game. They're just not allowed to have a running back, apparently, because you start with James Conner. He dies. You move to Trey Benson. He falls down the stairs. You move to Bam Knight. He gets benched. Michael Carter gets cut. Amari DiMercado's hurt. Now you back to Bam Knight. Bam Knight's hurt. So you're on, what, your 6th string?
Shout out to Michael Wilson. Had a hell of a game.
Hell of a game, because they need to put a height limit in the NFL. Diameter Lauren had an the San Francisco Hyena had an interception in this game, and he had a really good return on it. So shouts out to him. Moving on, the Seattle Seahawks go to Los Angeles and play the Rams. The Rams win 21-19. Sam Darnold throws 4 interceptions in this game. 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 interceptions in this game. And yet the Seahawks still had a chance at the end of the game. They kicked a 61-yarder. Rashid Shaheed gets down at the very end. They call timeout. Their kicker is Jason Myers. Jason Myers comes out there, and he kicks it just a little bit short, a little bit right, ends up missing. But shouts out to the Seahawks. Shouts out to the Rams. This is a decent game. JSN is just straight up unguardable. Kenneth Walker had a good game in this game. Hopefully they'll start going to him instead of... Give George Holani more carries. George Holani looks really good when he plays. We already mentioned Ernest Jones being a good leader. He said, fuck you if you don't believe in Sam Darnold. Davante Adams had 1 catch for 1 yard for 1 touchdown.
Not that business. But yeah, you talk about Sam Darnold. I don't gotta say too much more about him in particular. He had his 4 interceptions. It's a rough game, but he'll be better. Ernest Jones had his back, and I got your back too, Sam. But yeah, the Hawks had 414 yards, but only had 1 touchdown to show for it. So it wasn't, like the Rams defense did a great job, but so did the Seahawks defense. For your quarterback to throw 4 interceptions and you don't only give up 21 points to the Rams, I mean, you cannot complain about that at all. Both defenses were amazing in this game, and Matthew Stafford don't. Matthew Stafford had been rolling these past couple of weeks, and for you to be able to you didn't turn him over or anything or make him look bad, but to just keep him in check and not allow that offense to be as explosive as it was for this entirety of the season. So that's a credit to the Seahawks defense. The Seahawks only had 1 drive of over 4 plays of over 5 plays in their first 11. And then on Sam Darnold's turnovers, this is how good the Seahawks defense was. The 2 of them were inside the 25, so they allowed touchdowns on those. But on the other 2, they allowed it was a forced fumble, and then it was a 3-and-out. So the Seahawks defense, no matter how many times Sam Darnold threw an interception, came through for them and gave the Seahawks a chance. But like you talked about, Jason Myers just missed the field goal at the end. So, I mean, I'm not really putting too much stock into this game for the Seahawks' sake, and I'm not saying, the Seahawks aren't legitimate because of this game. Yes, Sam Darnold threw the 4 interceptions. He saw his ghost or whatever, but I think they'll be just fine. They meet again later in the season, so
don't put that on his name again.
He went pumpkin for this game, so I think they'll I think they'll be okay and they'll meet again. And I think Sam Darnold will play a lot better. So it is what it is.
I saw a picture of someone with like a pumpkin head. And I had never heard of that phrase until you, so it was weird to like see someone saying
Was
they were going
Daniel
pumpkin.
Jones?
It might have been DJ. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Shout out Nick Eamon-Wari. He's been really good this season. The Kansas City Chiefs go into Denver to play the Broncos and win. Just kidding. The Broncos win 22-19 at home. Bo Nix looked like a bag of dicks in the first half, but in the second half, he looked like me out there on that field. I already mentioned earlier, Travis Kelce was the main source of offense. It's not supposed to be the case. Rashee Rice, where the fuck were we? It's okay though. My good buddy will be back sooner rather than later. The Broncos spread the love pretty heavily in this game. In the passing game, Pat Bryant had debatably the best game of his young career. Troy Franklin has been great this season out of.
Oregon.
And Cortland Sutton all played well as well. RJ Harvey was unfortunately disappointing though in his first start. J.K. Dobbins out for season.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but on stream I said, man, I feel like every episode I come up to the pod and be like, man, Bo Nix was 1 for 14 on passes 10 yards down the field, and I feel like every week I have a stat like that. But Bo Nix on passes 15 plus yards down the field. He was 5 for 8 for 156 yards. So Bo Nix, man, you were great in this game. Bo Nix made some big time throws. There was that, I think it was like 3rd and 11. That I think it was like an out route to Cortland Sutton in the 4th quarter. It was a big time throw. Bo Nix
made a big time play to Troy Franklin too.
It might have been the Troy Franklin. I might just have it wrong. Bo Nix made some big plays on 3rd and long in the 4th quarter. Vance Joseph called an amazing game. He's done pretty well against the Chiefs over the past couple of years. Since 2023, the Chiefs are 3 for 11 scoring touchdowns in the red zone against Vance Joseph and the Broncos. So he does a pretty good job scheming up against Patrick Mahomes. He used a lot of nickel and dime to combine with pressure, and it gave Patrick Mahomes some fits in this game. The Chiefs are now 0-5 in one-score games this season. Patrick Mahomes was just not good. He threw a pick 6 that got called back. Then later in the drive, threw an interception anyway. I mean, the Chiefs just look like a shell of themselves. They don't look like the same team. And it's like, for the longest, it's like, well, the Chiefs are whatever. They're 3-5, 4-5. They'll be all right. It's the Chiefs. But now you're sitting at 5-5. All the teams above you have pretty much beat you. So I just don't know how much I can continue to say this for the Chiefs and be like, oh, you'll get in. But it's I don't know, man. And for Denver to average 2.8 yards per carry and Bo Nix to still find a way to win this game, man. Shouts out to you, Bo Nix. Credits to you, because we talked about our last season. You needed a run game, and you've had a run game this season. But for you not to have a run game this game and still to come out with a win against the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Probably your biggest win of the season. I think your best game of your career based on the stakes and how well you came through towards the end. Bo Nix, I've been harsh on you this season, but you've silenced that for now, at least for a week. Credit to you, Bo.
We have no more entertaining games to talk about. Next game we got on the slate is the Baltimore Ravens coming to Cleveland and winning 23-16. Dylan Gabriel ends up going out with a head injury. Shador comes on, and those fans
erupted.
He ends up going 4 for 16 though, which is why earlier when we talked about
JJ,
and I said four completions is good. 4 for 16 with an interception and a fumble, however, is not good. He didn't do anything.
Him getting sacked and the Ravens doing this little celebration was even Morgan texted me. That was kind of hard. It was. I liked it. I liked it from the Ravens.
Carson Schwetzinger got a lot of love this week, and he deserves it all. He's been great this season. Mm-hmm. Debatably the defensive rookie of the year. Lamar Jackson has to be better. No ifs, no ands, no buts. He's got to be better if they want a chance to go anywhere. He was sacked 4 times in this game by Myles Garrett alone. That just can't be the case. And Tyler Loop, not usually a kicker guy, but that dude's a fucking dog.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as yeah, the Ravens won, and I could understand why people would be still a little hesitant because the way you've won, but I'm not really worried about it because Now, if it was a shootout and the Ravens won, I think I'd be more worried. If it was 35-30 and they still won, I'd be more worried because the defense still isn't fixed. Defense still hasn't found anything. But it's the offense that was the issue in this game, and it's like I trust the offense to be good. It's really the defense that we had questions about, and the defense has been good for the past like 7-ish weeks. So I don't think I'm worried about the Ravens. Yeah, I'm not worried about the Ravens in that sense. So I think the Ravens will be just fine. I expect them to make the playoffs. But yeah, like you said, Lamar's got to be a lot better. And I said on stream, when's the last time Lamar's thrown an interception and it's like just been on him? Like it's been just a bad throw. It seems like every time Lamar throws an interception, it gets ripped away from his receiver. It's a tip pass. He gets hit, or it's always something like that.
This one was Keaton, right?
Keaton Mitchell. Yes, it was on Keaton Mitchell. Yeah. Yeah, but definitely Lamar's got to be better, and that offense has to be better as a whole. I like the fake tush push with Mark Andrews and him going out wide and running it for like a 37-yard touchdown. I like that. But yeah, Derrick Henry, I'd like to see him be a lot better, and Lamar Jackson, obviously. But a win's a win, and they got it done. I don't got much else to say about this. And the Shedeur Sanders shit is so dumb. People are showing just how little football they know, how little football they watch. There's just no second string, third string, fourth string. If you're not the starter, you're not getting first team reps. You're just not. You're just not. So that's just some of the dumbest shit I've seen on Twitter this past weekend. It just doesn't make any sense. There's no backup out there just running the entire practice with the ones. It's just not happening.
I know 10 should be, but the Detroit Lions go into Philadelphia and fall 16-9. If there's even 1 mile per hour of wind, Jared Goff, zooey mama.
If there's an ounce of pressure in his face, if there's a baby running at Jared Goff, boy, he is not good.
Jared Goff is closer to Dylan Gabriel than he is to Josh Allen.
That might be a little harsh. That's false. That's false. I'm not a Jared Goff guy, but that's way too far. Way too far. And I'm not a Goff guy. I haven't been a Goff guy since he was a Ram, but I think that's way too far.
So if Josh Allen's the best in the league, that means that Jared Goff
is probably dead center. If we're saying Dylan Gabriel's the worst in the league, just whoever, just the worst in the league and the best in the league, I think Jared Goff's like dead center. Closer to Josh Allen now.
So the question is Dylan Gabriel the worst in the league? Is Dylan Gabriel top 30?
Fuck no. Hell no. Absolutely not.
Is Dylan Gabriel top 40?
No.
So then, yeah, Jared Goff is closer to Josh Allen. Is Jared Goff closer to top 100?
Tua? That one's a little more closer, but I'd still lean he's like, it's gonna sound harsh because Jared Goff is not bad whatsoever, but I think he's just because how good Josh Allen is, I think he's closer to Tua than he is to Josh Allen. But he's leagues better than Tua. He's leagues better than Tua.
You're saying that him and Tua are pretty much the same exact football player, and that Tua can take his job. That's kind of crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you got fucking. I'm glad you froze. I'm glad you cut out. I'm glad you did after that bullshit you just said. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, go ahead.
Amon-Ra St. Brown had 12 targets on this game and had 2 receptions. That's embarrassing. They missed Sam Laporta pretty heavily. He's on IR now. The Bears, after this loss for the Lions, now lead the division. We already talked about that. Lane Johnson will be out for at least 4 to 6 weeks with a Liz Frank,
yeah,
sprain. I froze again. The pass game for Philly sucks.
Absolutely,
you picked AJ Brown in fantasy 4-man. He led the passing game and he had 11 fantasy points. Yeah. He led the passing game for a team that is 8-2 and had 11 fantasy points.
Jalen Hurts, man.
And the question is, hey, Brady, surely that means that Saquon went nuts. Well, son, you'd be wrong.
Their offense has sucked all season, bro. And Jalen Hurts has showed up at times, but my goodness, Jalen Hurts lows, and I understand it was fucking windy. My God, it's fucking windy. So be it. But Jalen Hurts lows are like, holy shit, this
I'm
guy
ready
stinks.
all time. Low, 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 low. Sorry, this guy stinks. Yeah.
Yeah, but when Jalen Hurts is bad, it's like he's missing guys like by a mile. It's like he's missing
Yeah.
guys. He's throwing it to their feet. He's throwing it too high. He's missing them wide.
Too far.
It's man, like, but when he looks good, he can. But I just can't bake on Jalen Hurts week in and week out. But Jalen Phillips has been damn good since he's became. He was always good,
Damn.
but he's been damn good for the Eagles. He's led them in pressures in both of his first 2 games. The Eagles defense really didn't allow much of anything outside of Jahmyr Gibbs having a couple big plays. The Lions were 3 for 13 on 3rd down. They were 0 for 5 on 4th down, including that fake punt that they tried to do. I mean, they just didn't have anything working. Like I have written down, Jared Goff was putrid in this game because the Eagles were getting pressure on him, and when you get Jared Goff off of his spot, off of his read, Jared Goff just crumbles and is just a complete shell of himself. What else did I have here? The Eagles secondary and their 2 young corners have been amazing. Cooper DeJean got his first regular season interception.
Cooper DeJean is not.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish. And Quinyon Mitchell has been amazing. The Eagles had 10 pass breakups in this game, and the defense saves the day for them yet again. I think the Eagles can go to the Super Bowl again. I think they can win the Super Bowl again. But this offense has to get it together because, like you said, it's like, oh, well, Jalen Hurts in the pass game didn't go crazy. Well, of course, Saquon then had 150 yards. He had 20 yards or something, but no. This offense has been shit all season outside of a couple of games, and it's like, when is it going to click? When are they going to get things together? It's just not fun. I don't know how Kevin Patulio still has a fucking job. This offense fucking stinks. If it wasn't for their defense bailing them out every now and then, this team would be nowhere near no fucking 8-2, man. They would still probably be my pick to come out of the NFC. Them or the Rams, I think. I'd still probably lean the Eagles. But man, they gotta get this shit together.
I was looking at the Michael Carter, how many snaps he played, because I liked the Michael Carter for John Messi trade.
Mm-hmm.
He played 1 snap this week, and he played 1 snap last week.
And we talk about Justin being under like 70 yards or 60 yards 3 times. This is Jalen Hurts' 6th time this season being under 200 yards.
Man. It's a whole lot more than 70, though.
Absolutely.
Must be a Justin thing. Monday Night Football rolls around.
Don't ever group my Justin with your Justin. Ever.
My Justin was in a national championship game.
Monday Night Football.
The Dallas Cowboys go to Vegas, and as you mentioned earlier, George Pickens and CD must have been
on that fucking slot machine, on the blackjack table, fucking something, betting their asses off on the Vegas Strip. Yeah. Right? Let's just finish this, and you'll get to that. Maybe not lean back in your chair.
Oh. Yeah, they must have been on the trip, though. Quinton Williams was an absolute monster in this game. They gave up a 1st and a 2nd round pick, so maybe still a little bit of overbuy, but who cares if he's going to be playing like this? Logan Wilson got a 50% snap share in this game and wasn't a glaring issue, so that's cool. Siobhan Revel, DeMarvion Overshawn, and Malik Hooker all come back from injury this week, so that defense just got a big-ass revamp in the matter of like 2 weeks. George Pickens, you're a fucking freak. He did come back in that 2nd drive. It's not crazy to say that George Pickens is Dak's favorite target right now. George Pickens is low-key, high-key, low-key, outplaying CD Lamb.
Yeah, because his favorite target, because I don't know what the fuck is happening to Jake Ferguson. This dude was getting 20 targets a game. Now he's not seeing the football anymore. I don't know what happened.
He had a touchdown, though.
I guess, sure.
Javonte had a disgusting juke in this game, but other than that, he was kind of quiet, but they didn't play anyone that mattered.
I don't really got much to say about this game. One of my maybe I'm crazy is going to be just because how little they use him and they just love this play action game. Maybe I'm crazy. The Raiders made a mistake in drafting Ashton Jeanty, not because Ashton Jeanty's bad and I don't believe in him, but because his offensive line is bad. They don't use him. He had like what 2 carries in the first half or whatever it was. They love this play action game and not actually running the ball. So that was gonna be I didn't end up coming with it, but man, I just hate this for Ashton Genty for what everybody thought he was gonna be, and this is the team he's thrown into. Max Crosby, I know you said you want to stay there and you want to be a Raider, but damn, get up out of there. Pete Carroll, you're gonna be one and done. You probably out of here after this season because the Raiders,
I was gonna say that.
everybody had the Raiders. Oh man, look out! This is a sneaky playoff team. They could fuck around, be the second best team in this division.
Bro, they were getting grouped with the Patriots as like the
winner of the offseason, right? And look at them now, 2 wins. What, 2-8? Geno Smith has been horrendous. Like, man, this is such a disappointing season for the Raiders. You're picking back in the fucking top 5 or whatever you're going to be after everybody thought you were going to be a playoff team. This is just a terrible season for Vegas.
This chair just straight up pissed me off again. I don't want to overreact, but I don't hate the spot that the Dallas Cowboys are in. The Commanders are done for. The Giants are done for. They're not going to win the division, but
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. The Dallas Cowboys would have to go like 6-1 to make the playoffs. And that's just the 6-1 puts them at 10 wins. And I don't even think 10 wins gets you. I don't know if 10 win gets you in. So it'd have to be the 7 seed has 10 wins too, and since you have a tie, you'll get in. But I just don't know if that gets you in, and I just don't see the Cowboys going 6-1 either, because I'm pretty sure the Cowboys have a brutal schedule coming up as well. Let me check. Give me 1 second.
It's everybody has a brutal schedule because nobody's a slouch in the NFL.
Yeah,
they got a couple bombs, but it's like
they have
a gauntlet out
They
here,
have
man.
Eagles, Chiefs, Lions as their next 3. I'll stop there. Eagles, Chiefs, Lions.
Yeah, sorry, Cowboys. Good thing I said I'm not overreacting.
Yeah, I don't think they're making the playoffs. And like you said, I think they could be a sneaky team next year for sure. But this year, I think they're absolutely cooked.
Anything else?
No, sir.
Moving on. This is where I would usually have the grill or chill. And I texted Herlins and I said I don't think I want to continue with the grill or chill because it's just too similar to the maybe I'm crazy. I'm coming.
Yeah, you guys let us know.
At least one similar thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all want it back, yeah, let us know. I'll bring it back. I brought a stud and dud, which is like the good player of the week and the bad player of the week. I don't even think I like it. The stud would have been Sean Sucker because he hooped, or the stud could have been Myles Garrett because he hooped, and the dud would have been Lad McConkey or Amon-Ra St. Brown because they were both.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna need some workshop though. I don't think I like that either. So
okay,
we'll see.
All right,
I'll cook. Try to cook at least.
Okay.
And if y'all got any suggestions, let us know.
For sure. Absolutely.
Now is where you mentioned Fantasy 4-Man. The people's segment, number 1 segment.
Don't ever disrespect the maybe I'm crazy calling that the fucking people. Fuck that segment. Fuck. No, go ahead.
I bust ass. I beat dude by like 8 points. I busted his ass. And now I'm 5-4 to his 4-5. It's just fantasy football to Brady is just too easy, man. It's too easy.
Let's check it on that 8-man league.
Well, that was Smallz that drafted that.
Oh, okay. This is Brady. Sorry.
Thursday Night Football. The Pick'ems. Let's talk about the Pick'ems. Because I'm still up 1, baby. We both went 10-4 this week. So I'm still up 1. Going into week 12. I'm still up 1. I'm up 1 in the Fantasy 4-Man. You owe me $20.
Another 20. No, we double or nothing.
As of now, you owe me 20 though. So we'll see if you still owe me 20 after the Niners game, which I think you will because you bet on 13.
I won't.
Thursday Night Football. You owe me 40. You're right. The Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, after a Superman performance, go to Houston to play Davis Mills again.
Yeah.
They expect C.J. Stroud to be ready in week 13, but Davis Mills will get the start on Thursday Night Football. Who do we got?
Sneaky game, I think the Texans can be competitive in. I wouldn't be surprised if their defense has them in the game late, and Davis Mills may have to go on a drive to go down and hit a game-winning field goal or something like that. But I'm gonna take the Bills. I think the Bills have more urgency to them. I think they feel, like I said, feel that sense of urgency, and the Bills know they got to start stacking wins after they had a little rough patch in the past couple of weeks. And Josh Allen coming off of the best game we've seen this season by a quarterback. I'm going to take the Bills to win this game. But again, I would not be completely shocked if the Texans win this game. But I'm going to say they keep it close, but the Bills pull it out. And Josh Allen's going to have to be Superman again because James Cook's probably getting locked down.
Unless Will Anderson can be Superman.
He probably will be.
But Davis Mills put up 16 on the Titans. So, yeah, I'm taking the Bills in this game.
Bills defense is fucking bad too, so he may look better. He may look better this week.
They played the Titans, Herlins.
The Bills defense is pretty bad, so the Davis Mills may look good this week.
I don't know if you're hearing me.
I'm hearing you. But the Bills defense sucks. So Davis Mills can look good this week.
Okay. You're right. My fault. My fault, OG.
It's all good. It's all good. Don't let it happen again.
That's all we got.
That is not all we got.
Wrap it up.
That is not all we got. I know you got that fucking waffle, and I know we got the Federation tonight.
We got the waffle? For everybody that's been asking for the Worldwide Wrestling Waffle, this is the episode that we bring it back, baby. This is the episode. And I'm just going to sit here and listen to Herlins because I definitely
We appreciate you guys watching and tuning in to another episode of the...
We got the small talk.
Okay. So let's get to it.
Do you want to push it?
No, I don't.
We can push it to preview. We can push it to preview.
Nope.
We can push it to preview.
Nope.
All right, I got 2 football and 2 real life. Which one do you want to start with? 2 football or 2 real life?
2 football.
If you had to pick one NFL coach or one NFL player, you can pick anyone NFL related to give you a hype up speech or hype you up as you going into work.
Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston. It's gotta be.
What about Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell was the first guy I thought of when you said coach, but it's Jameis. If it's player, it's it's Jameis or it's Fred Warner. If it's coach, it's Dan Campbell.
See, Jameis, you gonna be hyped up, ready to run through a wall. Bryce Young comes up to you. He gonna put you in a good mood.
Wait, Bryce Young? I guess, but like you said, it's not gonna hype me up and ready to conquer the day or anything. It's like you said, it's gonna be a nice, good mood. But Jameis gonna have me like, man, you that fucking boy. You that guy. You gonna go out there and do your thing. So it's Jameis or Fred Warner.
You putting all them fucking bottles on them shelves today,
right? We gonna eat some fucking W's today. So I'm going Jameis and Fred, and then give me Dan Campbell. I think Dan Campbell's the easy one for coach.
The speech has to be in your first stores, so everyone in the store is hearing Jameis.
We all eating W's. We all eating W's in that fucking store. Then that entirety of that fucking Publix and Walmart, we all eating W's.
Tomorrow hits, you have the choice of him coming and pumping you up, or you just doing normal job. You getting the hype speech?
I'm taking it. Yeah, I'm taking it. Absolutely. Come on, Jameis.
On the opposite side, damn near the exact opposite. You trying to go to sleep. You just laying there. You can't fall asleep. Man, I'm gonna throw on some weak ass highlights.
Damn.
Who are you going to bed to?
Dylan Gabriel's up there.
Damn. That's a pretty easy one, actually.
Yeah, Tua's up there.
Dylan Gabriel. But Tua has some legit highlights.
Yeah, so it's probably
Dylan Gabriel
it's probably Dylan Gabriel. He made a really nice throw this past week, and I talked about it. And Plug was like, that's probably his best throw of his life. So yeah, give me Dylan Gabriel. That's
wait. Geno Raiders only.
Oh, that works. Yeah, for sure. Shedeur Sanders, since he's only played what fucking.
He don't count.
You don't count. Okay, so Geno's up there. Yeah, the first fucking 6 weeks of the season of Tua. Dylan Gabriel, his entire life.
I'm not falling asleep if Tua on. I'm gonna just get pissed off.
Yeah, that's fair. Who else is up there?
13.
Justin We was both going in the same directions, attacking each other's guy. I think yeah, that's my answer. Ronnie Bell,
If you superstar, why would you watch his? You
move
gonna get
move
punked
on,
up.
move on, move on.
Ronnie Bell, come on the pod.
God.
Ronnie Bell, come on this pod. I'm snitching immediately. Ronnie Bell, that's your biggest hater.
I love you, Ronnie Bell. I've been nothing but a fan. I love you since Michigan, bro. You one of my biggest, my biggest inspiration in life, man. I'd love to be half the guy you are. Boom. He's like, man, I love you too, man. I'm happy I can inspire you, and then we're just like this for the rest of our lives.
Ronnie Bell, come back to the Niners.
You good where you at, bro? You good where you at, bro? We don't got any roster spots. You good. Next question. Next question.
You strip away all of your responsibilities. You don't got to go to work.
Mhm.
You don't got to nothing. You just whatever you want to be. Who do you think you end up being?
Who do I think I end up beating? What do you mean? Like the type of
Because
person?
like yeah, because if you're not working, you have so much more time on your hands. Is that a productive time? Do you
No, I think if I'm not like I don't have to work and I don't have any responsibilities, I might become like a lazy piece of shit. Like I might just better out all day because being like working gives me a routine. Like when I like years ago I used to work for CVS like 4 years ago. When I left CVS and I wasn't working for like 4 months, like in the time I was like, damn, right? Like when I went to bed, it's like, man, I get to wake up tomorrow and just do nothing. I can just wake up tomorrow and just be on the game all day. I'm thinking this, I'm living the fucking life. But like looking back on it, it's like, bro, I could not do it. After a month of doing it, I was like, all right, bro, this is fucking shitty. I'm waking up, sitting in my room all day, not seeing the sun, not doing nothing, waking up, getting on my computer, going back in bed. I'm not doing anything. Just had no routine to my life, no fucking progression. I was just stagnant, just being the same, doing the same thing every day. But
but
being
there's
at
people that live that way, dude.
I
I don't
just can't.
understand.
I can't. Like just having something like whether it's school, work, having something that I know is going to be there every day. I have to do every single day. It just gives me a routine. I just build my routine, build my day around me working, build my day around being in school. So I just cannot have like I just can't live without not working or doing something. Like I said, I'd be a lazy piece of shit if I didn't work.
But this version you knows you don't ever have to have another responsibility. You don't think you
Yeah,
eventually like
I'd be a lazy piece of shit if I didn't have to no responsibility. I didn't have to pay bills. I didn't have to do anything. I just sit in bed all
you don't
day.
you don't think you end up getting into a habit of like let me study football, let me learn another language, let me do something productive in this time frame. You think you
No,
just go
because
back to that?
in my mind I'd be like, why? I don't have to. Why do I have to do this? I don't have any responsibilities. I don't got any pay any fucking bills. I don't need to. I don't need to know this. So I'd probably just be like I said, just sitting in bed all day, doing nothing with my life. We need responsibilities in life, but I have them. I could never.
If your life goes exactly right, everything you want in it goes exactly how you want it to. How do you end up in the next 5 years?
I think that's different if you ask me that in a year from now. I think it would be a different answer if you asked me a year ago. Right now, if you ask me you said 5 years. 5 years, I hope to be a high end manager at working for Coca Cola. Hopefully, my manager said this manager position I would take would get me $25,000 more to my salary. So hopefully in 5 years, wherever I'm at, I hope it's six figures. Obviously, I hope I'm off living well, in my own home. Obviously, 5 years I'd hope to have found someone, maybe not a wife, but just have found someone that I know it maybe one day be my wife, but maybe not married in the next 5 years, but something like that. Who knows? Maybe have a kid or anything, something like that. But yeah, I think that's if in 5 years I hope to still be with Coca Cola and hope to be a top tier, whatever, high end manager working for Coca Cola, and also maybe I won't have to be working for Coca Cola because maybe the Hers and Small Show will be the new biggest thing on ESPN.
Oh, we going to ESPN, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been talking to my people.
That's what you would choose. A perfect world, we get to pick anything we want.
I think so, just because it's the biggest like sports like, media outlet. I think it'd have to be.
See, I would probably go with Fox.
Well, it depends on where the money is. Also,
Fuck the money.
no, it's definitely not fuck the money. It's definitely like
ESPN don't got 12.
I'm boy. So if they say, you know what, Brady, you can come over here to we work with Tom Brady, but ESPN got this offer for you that's 3 times more. We might have to go our separate ways. You can go have fun with TB12. I'm going to get this fucking money at ESPN. The money definitely is gonna play a big part. It's not the end all
For
be
sure,
all, but
for
the
sure.
money has to be there. I'm not just signing to
So you're
ESPN just
getting
because they're the biggest.
you're getting 175,000 a year, but you get to commentate with TB12, or you getting 354, 525 a year. Damn, that's a lot of fucking
I'm
money.
going to ESPN for the
That's a
525.
lot.
Fuck Tom Brady.
That's a
I'm
lot of
going to
fucking money.
ESPN. I'm taking my ass to ESPN 1000%.
What
Thousand
if it's
percent.
like Fox or like what's lower than Fox? What's I don't
Yes,
even know.
fucking NBC.
Damn, see that just gets us.
I don't know. I'm just naming fucking Bleacher Report.
Yeah, Bleacher Report trying to get you
Uh-huh.
for 425,
So Fox for what?
175.
And Bleacher Report for 400. I'm taking my ass to Bleacher Report. Now, if the difference was a lot less than that, maybe I'd go to NBC. Or
What if it's 175 for 3 years at Fox, or 400 for one at Bleacher Report?
what the fuck? I put pen to paper the second Bleacher Report hands me that offer. 400,000 for 1 year, and I can just head back into free agency the next year and just get another deal. I'm taking
But what if?
the money.
But what if we go like this is? We're still low. We're trying to get up in the world,
Yeah.
and we tank. You're not getting another contract.
I'm betting on myself, and I'm taking that 400,000 1 year contract. 100%. 100%.
So that's 3 years of working with Tom Brady for 525,000. Oh no! Oh no!
Enjoy working with Brady. Enjoy working with Brady. I'll be out here
We got
fucking
the Brady Squared show.
just fucking tossing money at you while you're in the booth with fucking TB12. Definitely going after that bag. At what point do you like say it's like if we get a contract offer of fucking like $70,000 a year, it's like would you leave your job to do that? It's like because it's less labor. Say you'd make less money than what you do at your current job, but it's still livable. You'll still be able to own this house that you have and still be able to make payments on it or whatever or whatnot. But obviously it's less work for you now. You just do the podcast full time, but it's obviously less money coming in. Do you think you do that?
It honestly depends on when it would be.
So if
Because the
if it
people that I
happened
work
today,
for,
you wouldn't.
I don't know. It would take a lot of thought. Because
Mhm.
the people I work for have done so much for me that I couldn't just fuck them. So
Up and leave,
I
right?
would have to have a conversation with them and like see how long. Because I don't know how much longer they want to even go with the business. So if they're thinking of like, oh, we're wrapping down here soon, I would probably see if I could finish with them and then come back to this. But I don't know.
Okay, so
Obviously, we're not there now.
that's if it was a bit under. So now if it's like, hey Brady, ESPN's just do us an offer of $300,000 a year, you're up and leaving?
300,000.
Yeah.
I'm selling this house and
Okay.
coming to Florida.
So what if they gave you 150? Like, is there like a number where it's like, okay, you know what? It's gonna be tough, but I'm taking the money and I'm signing the contract.
You said 150 and then followed it with it would be tough.
Like,
$150,000.
I'm asking. I didn't know what the number would be. Like, is there a number like do you have said? It's like, yeah, that's probably enough for me to just quit this job.
If there's a number thrown at me where I can sell this house and move states, I'm taking it.
Heard, heard, heard. All right, all right. I just want to see where your head was at. That's all.
Not 900,000. Turning that down.
900. I'm gone. Well, fuck you, Coca Cola. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm gone. That's it.
That's all I got.
We appreciate you guys watching and tuning in for another episode. I think this was another one over 2. Well, it definitely was over 2 hours. I don't know how long it was exactly. We appreciate you
I
guys
had 2
watching.
hours and I started late.
We appreciate you guys watching as always. Head over to TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram and show some love over there. Leave a comment if you haven't already. Like and sub if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next episode. Peace.
Love you.